Town. What's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it is Women Rock Wednesday, favorite day of the week. We always just celebrate women today. We really celebrate them every day, but this their special special day. And let me start off the show by recognizing those beautiful women and beautiful women, beautiful black women, beautiful women that we have, especially on this show, are members of this Chop Shop show. Let me see who we got. Mindy Collins, Kimberly Jackson, Dale Griggs. Let me keep going. Dale Griggs. Hold on. Brandon Nickerson. Shanquetta Pelser. And my sixth woman of the day, I think this is her first time. Yvette Machete. Hey, Yvette, still waiting on a phone call back from you. But shout out to you. Shout out to all of you ladies today. Tiffany Saunders. Who else we got? You know, I got to talk to all my girls. Jessica Brooks. What's up, Jessica? Let me see. Madonna. Hey, Madonna. What's going on? Like a virgin. Madonna Johnson's in the building. Who else we got? I'm trying to go. Just trying to go. Tamika. What's up, Tamika? Hold up. Sonya Billingsley is in the house. And yeah, Michelle, that's the first time she made the list. And so unique, man. Great day. And I got just a few things we're gonna talk about today. Got a guest today. Unique guest. Never had a guest like this on the show today. It just show you, man, women rock. Women rock. But let me go where I want to go here. And for those of us who have not used to this show and just joining us for the first time, we have a simple and consistent goal here on the Chop Shop. Our goal is to intentionally and proactively, on purpose, we choose to walk in the middle of the world's messiest, busiest intersections. That space where issues of race, sports, culture, and grassroots basketball collides. And guess what, y'all? We sit in the middle of that intersection. We talk about it. We build on it. We debate about it. We argue about it. All those things. And after spending all that time learning on these issues and figuring out what we gonna do about it, we get up and dust off our hands and get ready and put all of this talk we doing into action. And I want later on this show today, I want to put a shot. And y'all remind me because let's start. Do me a favor. Let's share the show. Let's. I'm gonna stop everything. Let's share the show right now. Let's share it. Let's like it and let's subscribe to it. Hey, Madonna, before we do anything else, let's go because this stuff I'm about to say need to be shared. Need to be shared and need to be talked about. So I'm gonna give you a second. I'm gonna go over some stuff, but just keep on. I'm gonna give you a second. Let's go to your last 5 friends. Text them and say the Chop Shop is on right now. Because we get to talk about, we talk about these topics, man, every day. Sometimes this stuff is hard. Mate. Every day we got to come in with something fresh and new. And I was thinking about being grateful. I'm grateful to the people on this Facebook feed. I'm grateful to Women Rock Wednesday. I'm grateful. Grateful is a powerful tool, y'all. Tool of resistance. Be grateful. I appreciate you listeners. Yes, I'm gonna get on your ass, but I appreciate you. I'm like your uncle. I appreciate you But I'm iron sharp as iron. I'm gonna hold you responsible. What's up, everybody? Hey, Robert Risen. Robert Risen. I'm gonna get to you right after this show today. Uh, but it's Women Rock Wednesday, y'all. But I want to let y'all know I appreciate y'all. And when I think, and I always have y'all in mind when I prepare for this show. I have to think about you. I know what's going on out there. When I ask myself, what is it that would be helpful for them to know? Then I find, who can I help? Who can we assist? Who can we go get to help figure out these issues? I'm grateful for those, every guest that ever been on the show. I'm grateful for them because you are the reason, y'all, that we do this. You don't have to like me. If you don't, just turn it off. You don't have to. Hey, man, come on. Some people need to hear this stuff that we giving them. I know everybody want to give their opinions about it. I understand. Get your show, and I'm gonna help support your show too. Because I just want to let y'all know y'all are the reason we doing, and I'm particularly grateful today. Because I'm particularly grateful to those Black scholars and student warriors, y'all, who fought to protect the Black study departments around the country. A lot of people, Morris, a lot of people don't know and don't appreciate what people doing. Like even Chris yesterday, he didn't quite get what was it just move around America. It was those it was hard for those to keep those departments from coming into being. A lot of people didn't want Black studies in their schools. You know, and in my Africana studies I've been doing since the pandemic, I found out a lot about this stuff. And I just want to share it to you. What's up, Alfio? How young student activists that were on the front line of the civil rights movement and the integration movement, students that were fighting to secure a broader base, a broader bit of air for our community just to breathe. And the reason I said it's just today. Last night, one of our listeners, Landon Ardwan, he posted this on Facebook last night, y'all. He said his new bill, in case you don't know what I'm talking about, he said, and I want y'all to study. I'm just gonna give you breadcrumbs. I can't give you a whole thing. The show don't last that long. It's a new bill to attempt and prevent educators and institutions from talking about what many in this country who are still alive did. They don't want their grandchildren and their children to know what they did to ours. It's easy to talk about slavery and those wrongs because everybody connect that to a long time ago. But them Jim Crow, this is Landon's words. He said, but them Jim Crow and segregationists are still very alive and in power. Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham. If you are over the age of 60, you are very much part of it and either fought to end it or you sat back and enjoyed or didn't care about it. The suffering of other Americans. He said, this is what you want to hide from your grandkids. Y'all, it's a lot of stuff going on in this world. And I got to talk about it, man, sometimes. I know, man, I thought this was a sports show. Yeah. They locked us out of sports too, John Newsom. They locked us out of baseball. They locked us out of football. All of this got to do with the same thing. All of this got to do with life, y'all. Like I said, I'm so grateful for these people who came before us. See, y'all, there is something about creating and intentionally and then protecting these rooms and spaces for us to grow our brain about us. It's this show right here is very, very important. I know for a fact, people calling me say, Hatter, I just didn't know that. Shit, I didn't know it either. But I'm grateful for y'all, man, to learn our history and to learn what happened to us. And the best of our history. Yo, we've had some great, see, some of our kids don't know that we had great people. You of a priestly lineage. You ain't got nothing to be ashamed of. Chris, I'm gonna bring you in just a second here. Let me get you in here. Add you right here. Yeah, but Chris, I'm taking a few minutes just to be grateful and thankful for our listeners, and because I mean it's important because if I turn, y'all gotta understand. I got a lot of gadgets in front of me. I had computers here. And when I push this button to go live, I don't know whether with the cloud or what's going to happen. Sometime it might not work. I got to have faith, Dr. Newsom, that when I push that button, because Chris, you ain't been on here. It's sometimes I done push that button, Chris, did nothing happen. Chris, I done pushed that button again and did nothing happen. So it's just, I'm grateful for y'all. I'm grateful for the people that came before us. Chris, I'll talk to you a little bit later about somebody just sent a letter. You on a little, somebody posted a Facebook page last night. Chris, Yvette said hi. She's on the field
Don't try to. I see. Don't
you say nothing about
Don't try to get sideways. Well, you know what happened last night. Do
Jim,
not try to get sideways.
Chris. It's Women Rock Wednesday, Chris.
It is, but tell them what happened last night.
No, I don't know. I wasn't there.
The Lake Show. Them Lakers.
Oh, the Lakers. I cheered for the Lakers last night, man.
Stop it. Everybody on the feed know you a fraud. So stop it.
No, I cheered for them last night. I don't want who did they play?
What's up, Shop?
Wait a minute. Who did they play? Who did they play, Chris?
Who did they played the Knicks and Spike was there.
Hell yeah, I was pulling for them last night. Yeah, I'm
pulling for them. Can you believe Spike Lee was at the game and Lakers stuff, but I mean and New York Knicks stuff, and Spike Lee was the same dude that said he was done with the Knicks.
No, he done with Dolan.
Oh, stop it.
He said he was done with Dolan. He's a fan. Fan is the root word for fanatic. He gonna have to watch these games. Y'all, Chris, you going on with that.
He could go right over the Brooklyn Bridge and go to the Barclays Center.
No, he's a Knick. He grew up a Knick.
He said he was done with the Knicks. So you're saying he won't go to the Knicks game at Madison Square Garden, but he'll go to the Knicks game on the road.
No, he go to both of them. He back at Madison Square Garden. They passed that thing up, Chris. Chris, you gonna give him, Chris, you know they ain't gonna give James Dolan no life sentence. They just give they give black folks. Black folks give black folks life sentence. They don't give white people life sentence.
So you talking about Spike Lee now?
Yeah, I'm talking about Spike Lee right now. He came back to the Garden. He loves that. He loves that team, man. He loves that team.
Well, that team got their head beat off yesterday.
Not really.
Well,
Not really.
You know what? While LeBron
we have to depend on Wesley Matthews to get a rebound to win the game.
Won the game. How did they won the game? They played 4 quarters, 48 minutes, won the game. What are you talking about?
Okay. Yes, sir.
And LeBron over there sit down in his shorts, his little short set.
Could you give me a second? Because I want to talk about it's Women Rock Wednesday. Let me. We're gonna get back to that.
Lakers later.
We're gonna get back there. We're gonna get back to that. Phylicia Rashad is headed back to Howard University. Chris Walker.
To do what?
And as the dean. You know, she graduated. The dean of the university's College of Fine Arts. You got another damn question? Anything else?
Nothing, sir.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Legendary TV mom Phylicia Rashad. She's joined the faculty. She was one of the inspirations for Chadwick Boseman when she was there. Not when she was there, but talked about it. But yes, Chris, I had to talk about Phylicia. Rashard, today. She is a woman that rocks, and I'm not going to hear no, I'm going to just mute you. When you say something else crazy like that, on Women Rock Wednesday, you can't mess with Yvette. You can't mess with the women on the Facebook feed. And when I'm talking about a woman topic, you better have
I just want to make sure, listen, I just want to make sure you got your facts right, so... I mean, you know me, I'm down for Women Rock.
Talking about me?
I want to make sure your facts
wait a minute. Moi? Hold up. Got something else. Women Rock Wednesday, right? Stanford God.
Collins, you better leave me alone. You better tell Mindy Collins to leave me alone.
Yeah, Howard University. Yeah. Hold up. Stanford University guard, Anna Wilson, Russell Wilson's little sister. She will stay at the university for her 6th season to help the Cardinals to defend their national championship, while Elisa Jerome is staying for a 5th year.
That's why, but tell people why that is though.
No, you tell them with your smart self.
Because of the new rule, the COVID rule.
Yes.
Well, they can stay another year, so it's to their advantage.
Yeah.
To stay another year, they're going to probably get a grad degree, get another degree.
Yeah.
But as far as like defending the national championship, they're trying to stay to get more schooling, which is smart.
That
makes sense. Let Stanford pick up the check. And she's like the 9th best player on the team. No, I'm just joking. She's good.
I got something else. Hold up. I want you to question this. This Women Rock Wednesday. I'm not hearing you today. Since its inception. And y'all let me know when Odyssey get on the feed again. Somebody let me know when Odyssey get on the feed. Please let me know. Soon as he get on, somebody, I got something for him. Somebody sent me something to put on the screen just for him. Okay. Since its inception, Chris, the WNBA has continually pushed boundaries of what women athletes can accomplish, right? On the court and in their communities. They got a list called These Are the 25 First that have defined the WNBA in 25 years. You know they're having a 25-year anniversary, Chris. So
they've been around that long? What? No, I'm asking. No, seriously, 25 years is a long time.
Hey, man, I can't stand you, man.
Dude, this is Women Rock Wednesday. I'm celebrating women. You think I'm gonna come up here and chop women up?
Yes, Walter Yates Jr. Yes, Walter Yates Jr.
I just don't like women refs. But I mean,
I forgot about that.
Saying, I didn't know it was 25 years.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I got you. So
women refs be cheating, man. Women refs be cheating. That's all I got to tell you. Anyway,
ESPN. It turns 25 this season, okay. Chris. So here are 25 of their most defining milestones, so to speak. Okay. Since its inception, right? Number 1, March 29th, 1995, Chris, 1995. First woman to have a Nike signature shoe.
Who was that, Sheryl Swoopes?
Sheryl Swoopes. There you go. We're going to talk about that. Yeah. I'm just throwing it out for y'all. I'm going to rapid fire y'all. And guess what Sheryl said? She said it wasn't about me. There's a bigger meaning for every little girl who had dreams of playing professional basketball. So guess what, Chris? January the 22nd, 1997, 2 years after, the first UConn player to sign with the NBA. Who was that, Chris?
The girls on TV. What's her name?
Rebecca Lobo. Yeah, absolutely.
Rebecca Lobo. Yeah.
Rebecca Lobo. You're right. Okay, Chris. This 25. Chris, can we get these women 25? Hold up.
Can we get to like number 8? Can we get to year 18? Because I know you got a whole list of stuff you want to say.
No. April 28th, 1997.
Ooh, we're gonna be all day.
The first college pick. No, we ain't gonna do them all at one time. The first college draft pick, Tina Thompson.
Okay.
Tina Thompson was the Houston Comets' first ever draft pick. Comets used that. That's Houston history, Chris. You hater. You're Houston. Hey, wait a minute. Why you mute yourself, Chris?
My phone was ringing, so I muted my phone. So I said, isn't she the head coach of Virginia?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Tina Thompson.
Yes.
Hired by what? A African-American AD, but keep going.
Hello. You preaching to this choir.
But can we get to like 2012? Because we're gonna be here all day. Chop gonna be over by the time you finish all these accolades.
Okay. All right. Guess what, Chris?
What's that?
In a few minutes, we got our guest coming. We got our guest. She's in the green room right now. She getting her makeup and everything. She getting her makeup and put. They got her in the wardrobe room right now. But I got to give one. Let me just go through some and give y'all some. Cause Chris just a hater.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, yes, you was. Okay. Can I go 2002? July.
Can we do it like 2012?
No. Okay, July 12th. July 30th. 2002. We'll just go through them through all the week. I'm not gonna give them all right now. But the first in-game dunk by a woman.
Oh, Lisa Leslie.
There you go. All right. Okay. All right. There you go. All right.
Hey, so go fast forward to the next time somebody.
No. That's all right.
That would be Brittany Griner.
That's all right.
Was that?
Hey, and Chris, please don't. I ain't gonna. Chris gonna act right when the guests come on. Chris,
what are you talking about? I'm gonna harass the guests.
Because they know you are. Hey, y'all. If I have to give a description of Chris, y'all got to go back to this show used to come on, Leave It to Beaver. Okay, if you remember Leave It to Beaver, the Beaver kid, the Cleveland Warden and his kids, but the Beaver and his brother, they were nice kids, right? But they had this one kid, Eddie Haskell, that always get him in trouble. That's Chris. He is Eddie Haskell personified. But Chris, let me tell you something, man.
I like to go and get the guest in. Let me see.
No. I got to tell the people about you. Hold up. All right, y'all. Let me give you some little facts. Let me give you a couple of facts.
Ward Cleveland.
Here's some facts about the CEO, the HNIC of the Smart Girl Foundation. I'm gonna give you some facts. It started in 2009. It provides Smart Girl. It's spelled SMAHRT, right? It started in 2009. Provides mentoring to teen girls and young women in college aged 12 to 24. They award 4 scholarships per year. Girls are required to do 40 hours of community service, maintain excellent conduct and attendance in school, and have at least a C average to qualify. They must also participate in Smart Girl events. The mentoring program accepts 10 girls per year. We expand as mentors become available. They're having a polo match on the 23rd of this month, expecting to about 250 people, raising money for scholarships and the mentoring program. And guess what, y'all? I have the proud, fantastic woman who this Women Rock Wednesday, just a woman who rocked. And it was so funny. Michael Jordan on our one of our contributors on the YouTube feed, he tried to introduce me to woman. Telling Robert, this is a great woman to have on the show. Man, I already know her. He was trying to hook me up, Chris. That's like you be trying to hook, like Chris the other night. I'm gonna tell the story. He tried
No.
I'm gonna tell the story. He tried to hook my son up. Tell him to go to this restaurant in New York. Tell him to go to this restaurant and tell him. Robert texted me back and said, Come on, man. Hey, he said, I rent those restaurants out there just for me and my friends. But I tell Chris Walker,
you leaving the part out. You leaving the part out. You leaving the part out when I told him, let him know I know the GM at both spots.
Yeah. I left that part out. I wanted to because I want to bring on the guests. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I bring to you Pam Ellis, the director of the CEO of Smart Girl Foundation. Pam, I'm so proud of you. I can say it publicly. I've said it privately. I love what you're doing with these smart girls. You're gonna have a polo match where people get to dress up at polo match almost at the end of the month. Talk to our listeners.
Hi, Pam. How you doing?
And that's Chris
Hi,
Walker.
Chris. How are you?
Chris Walker.
Pam, I promise to be nice. I promise to be nice.
Please be nice, Chris. Please be nice. I
You
listen
know
to
the show
you
is
and
called
Robert
Chop
go at it
Shop.
pretty hard.
Hold up.
You know the show is called the Chop Shop, so I don't want to chop you up. I'm gonna be nice because the Boom Boom Room they'll chop me up. I'll be nice to that.
So
I can
Pam,
handle
talk to
it,
me.
Chris.
Talk to me, Pam.
Oh
Talk.
wow. Okay, go to.
What Pam said? What she say?
She said she can handle me. It's all good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, she can handle it. She can handle it.
Okay.
Okay. Pam, what you got going on?
Thank you so much for having me on board,
Okay.
Robert. I love you guys. I love listening to you guys. I wanted to come on and tell your listeners about this magnificent event that we're having on May 23rd. It is a fundraiser that we're doing for our Smart Girl Foundation. The proceeds will go to fund our 4 scholarships that we do each year for teen girls. In addition to the scholarship, we also do a grant program where girls can reach out to us anytime if they're having an emergency in school while they're in school, if they need funds for any particular emergency that comes up that could impede their progress from getting their education. So we will allot up to a $500 cash emergency fund. It could be anything from car repairs. It could be for, dorm rent, whatever they need. So we're really an organization that really is about helping girls get educated and reaching their dreams.
Wow. So polo match, why polo? What make you, I know you're classy.
What's
lady,
polo?
but
What is polo? Is that a real sport?
Okay, help him out, Pam. Help him out. He from Fifth Ward, but help him out, Pam.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you, Chris, for asking what is polo. I'm glad you asked. One of the things about the Smart Girl Foundation, and for those who are familiar with our organization, they know that we do very unique things with our girls to help expose them to things that they normally would get exposed to. So we've done things like we've taken them to New York to see a Broadway play. They've met Lupita Nyong'o in person. They've gone backstage to meet the cast of different play of that particular play that she was in called Eclipse. It was just an amazing experience for them. We also do an event called Brunch and Ball Gowns every year, where you literally get dressed up and you wear a ball gown to brunch. It is a super amazing event and it sells out every year. So I'll have to have you guys come aboard and wear your tuxedo to brunch. Okay.
Hey, Hannah, can you put that picture back up, please?
Yeah, you know why I put the picture up? I put it to cover you up.
Ma'am, let me ask you a question. I'm looking at the background. Is this Real Housewives of Houston or is this a polo event? What's going on with this picture right here?
Oh, awesome. So that picture was actually taken at the last event. We do have Houston's finest women come out to this event. I mean, they are some of the finest. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Beautiful women. And we love to take pictures. Don't cover up the picture, Robert.
No, I got you. I'm doing something. I got you. Come on, keep talking. Watch what I'm doing.
Yeah, so we do.
No, I'm trying to work some magic. Watch this.
Is this how they dress?
I want to make sure he's still in the picture. There you go. Now,
is this how they dress? Actually, they have a polo. They have polo up in New York. Huge polo event in New York that happens every year.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so they dress up. You wear your spring's finest, most chic outfits. And so I want to talk a little bit about that. So you were talking about what is polo.
Yeah.
I was explaining, polo is different than derby.
Right.
I hear so many people mix the two together. Oh, you're doing a derby event. No, this is a polo event. Derby is derby and polo is polo. Polo is actually a match. Derby is a race. The race lasts 30 seconds, whatever. This is actually a game and it lasts about 2.5 hours. This match that you will see on the 23rd is a real professional polo match with professional players, and it is our scholarship classic. So so the dress for polo depends on the type of game that's being played. Okay. So generally, when you're having a classic or a fundraiser type, you dress up.
Okay.
If you recall the movie Pretty Woman, they were at a polo match.
Yes.
They were dressed up. Men were wearing suits. Women were wearing nice dresses and hats. They were at a fundraising event for a polo match, right? Okay. So if you go to just a regular polo game, you can just dress down in regular sports attire. You don't have to get all fancy and do all that. But we love to give our girls and our
Pam,
people
what about stomping the divots? We don't stomp the divots.
absolutely.
I'm
We
not
don't
stomping the
stomp the
divots in my
divots.
shoes. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Oh, come on out. You can do it. The
Not
grass
with
is
my
plush.
shoes. I'm gonna bring some extra shoes. Then I'm not. No, can't do it.
Pam, let me ask you a question. You know, I got to stop because I'd like to be messy. I don't want to be messy. But are you from Houston?
I'm not. I'm not from Houston, but I went
Okay.
to the University of Houston. And
Okay,
I'm
you went
from
to U of A.
Texas. I'm a Texas girl.
Okay, so why polo of all sports? Like,
Yeah.
Again,
why
it's
did
an
you choose polo?
opportunity. It's an opportunity to get our people out in a wonderful environment out at the Houston Polo Clubs. It's one of the largest in the United States. It's
Beautiful.
an opportunity to expose our people to something different we don't normally do. And it's an opportunity to bring us all together. And we
Yeah.
actually have fun.
It's
This
nice.
event was sold out from last year. So
It's nice.
everybody that came in 19 had a ball. It's a great opportunity. I encourage you to come. Tickets are very, very limited now. I think last I checked, we had 11 left. But that's why polo, because
Yeah.
it's a great time.
So I
And
know
let me
everybody
interject,
dressed
Chris.
up,
Chris,
huh?
and you remember what she said about our young girls? She want to expose them to things that they probably have never been exposed to. And
Oh, I'm 100%.
everybody don't play summer basketball. So sometimes it's okay. Yeah. Hey, Pam, I get a hard time because I like Formula One racing now. I didn't know nothing about it at first until I got exposed to it. And then Lewis Hamilton whooping everybody's butt in it. So guess what?
Yep.
I'm going to matches. I'm going to races now. So when you know better, you do better, Chris Walker. Now,
But Pamela, do y'all have a moratorium on tight suits and purple gators? Because if not, Hatter can't come. I'm just letting you know.
I hate him, man. I hate him.
So
I hate that guy.
So seriously though, so what made you do this? So everybody has a reason why they do this. So what made you say, you know what, I want to give back to the community, I want to give back to young girls? There's something, not necessarily something happened in your childhood, but what triggered you or put you on this path right now to do what you're doing?
Thank you so much for asking that. This literally is all about my childhood. I was that young girl. I had a single mother, and she had big dreams for me. And she would always tell me and encourage me. And, we lived in a really small town. We didn't have access to resources. I didn't even know what a mentor was. And my mother would always encourage me, but she didn't always have the access, the information, or the resources to really support me in that way. And so a lot of times, I was always, driven to find opportunities for me, different camps that I wanted to attend. And sometimes she just wasn't able to foot the bill. And so that meant I got left out. And one of the things that so encouraged me to do this foundation, Chris, was there were a lot of kids that I knew that was getting, public welfare assistance. We weren't. My mom, we just didn't. She worked. She was a working mom, and we had everything we needed, but it was the extra things that could really supplement our development and our growth that she wasn't able to afford. And so what I used to look at is all these people that was getting these free opportunities, they weren't taking advantage of them, or they didn't want to do them. And I had a cousin that used to get them all the time. And I was like, can I just be you for a summer? It was almost like, why can't we just get welfare? And I said, you know what? I'm going to have a program and make it accessible for those girls like myself who, my mother works, and no, we are not on welfare, but we need assistance too. And I think that we lose a lot of good girls to, oh, I got to go get a job because my mom, yes, she works, but can't really afford college tuition, or I can't afford it, or we come out of college in a lot of debt. And so I wanted to create a program where, I could give back because I truly understand what it's like, to want to do something. We provide financial support for girls who may want to attend a certain study course, may want to study abroad. We've done things like that. This is literally just about supporting the dreams of young women who are really going to come back and influence our own communities. And, one of the things that we do is we encourage them to volunteer. Part of them getting their scholarships and funding is they have to do 40 hours a year of volunteer work in the community. And so we have to sanction the event, we have to approve it, but they do get to go out and do community service, and that counts towards their points. We don't ask for 4.0. People say, well, why only a C average?
I was going to ask about a C.
Yeah, thank you. A lot of our girls work after school. A lot of our girls are babysitting after school. A lot of our girls are helping their mom. I was that girl. I had a job, and then I had a little sister. And so I studied, but I wasn't a 4.0. I didn't qualify for some of those scholarships. I mean, I was a good student, and I got partial, but there are a lot of girls who can't do that. They can't compete with the girls who mom is sending them to Kumon and all these private tutors and things like that. And so, but they still want an education. And you find that these girls have just as great a chance of being successful and doing great things as those with a 4.0.
No, I like that. I like that. I like that you're giving back. So what's your biggest challenge? Because I'm sure, we talk to people about what golf is, the way, it gives you an opportunity to be exposed to people, not just high net wealth people, but, business people making decisions. What's your pushback on, because this is a chop shop. We can say whatever we want. Ooh, white people play that. Why are we doing that? Why can't we do something else? Like, what is your response? Because I'm sure you get some pushback.
I don't really get pushback.
Really? They just roll out there and get on the horse?
No, they don't get on the horse.
People are excited to be exposed to something different. Most people will say, "I'm never been to a polo."
No, you don't get on the horse, Chris. They got professional. Oh. You got professional polo
this is the
athletes. Yeah, we're going to watch. Yes. Yeah.
This is a professional game. This is these are athletes.
I thought we was gonna get to wear an outfit and go out there.
No, but Pam, can I help him? But it might expose a young lady or a young man or to say, "Oh, I like horses. I might want to be if my parents are able. I want to be an equestrian rider. I mean, it might inspire somebody. But this is a professional golf match we are attending.
I get it. Now I get it. I thought I was gonna be see had some of them tight white pants. They know they got them white pants with the shirts they wear. No.
And Chris, and my
he can wear that if he wants to.
Yeah, and
he gonna wear that anyway. He gonna wear that anyway. Trust me on that. But go on, Hatter. What you gonna say?
She didn't see me dressed, but hey, Chris, my thing is, I remember when I'm watching the British monarchy, the Crown, and all of that, and how people always thought it originated in Britain. Because it's always the Prince Charles and was Harry. They always were at polo matches. But then when I did my research, it was derived in Persia and in Asia. And then the British just came and said, "Hey, I kind of like this. We're gonna do it over here." So it's just a unique thing. I mean, I'm sorry. You got a question?
Robert. No. I have a little known fact for you.
Okay.
You might be interested in.
Yeah.
There's a young Black woman, bad chick. She is leading the game out of Cornell University.
Yes.
Cornell. Yes.
Oh,
her name.
What's her name?
Shariah Harris.
Shariah Harris. I got to write that down. How old is she? Is she school there? She's school there now?
She is, I think she may have graduated last year because I found her 2 years ago when we first started the event. And our girls were given, the Houston Polo Club sponsored 10 girls of our girls for riding lessons. And I wanted to get her out to talk to them about the game of polo.
Oh, she bad.
She led them to I think like one of their largest championships in polo.
I got a question. Is she from an affluent family?
I don't know her family history. I'm
Okay.
not sure.
Okay.
But she probably is
Yeah.
because it's a very expensive
Very
sport,
expensive sport.
you
Yeah.
know. So but she's kind of, there's another young lady out of Africa. She's kind of the Serena Williams
I heard about
of
her.
polo. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're getting exposed, we're getting in there, and this is just another way to really broaden the landscape for opportunities for our girls in sports.
Wow.
So let me ask you a question. Do you, and you don't have to use names. Give us one of your success stories of someone you guys, brought in, and then you did, you helped them, gave them
Oh,
a helping hand, and they're like, wow, like you can't believe this has happened in their lives.
wow. Jesus. We have several, but one that comes to mind is a young lady lost her mother at a very early age, raised by her father, and she had two other brothers. And she is graduating from Texas Law School. Oh no, she graduated last year
Hmm.
from Texas Southern University.
Hmm.
We have a doctor
Mm.
who, and it's so funny, both of these young ladies were raised by their fathers. We have a lot
Mm.
of fathers that bring their girls to our program because they want them to be around positive women. They want them to have that encouragement from a woman and so forth. But and all of our girls come back and they do mentoring into the program as well, or they either do volunteer work as well. So I could go on and on about different success stories. We have a young lady right now who's at Princeton
I
University.
love Princeton.
Um, yep, she's at Princeton.
Mm.
And there'll be some of the girls will be there at this event on the 23rd. So come out and meet them.
I'll be there. I got questions. We got a couple of questions from, and Pam, if you look on your screen, you can it's a little bubble up there. You can see the comments up to the right.
Oh, okay.
You'll be able,
Okay,
if
I
you
see
click
it.
that button, you can be able to see the comments. We got one said Joe Lewis asks, is your organization exclusive to Houston, Texas, or do you partner with other organizations like Jack and Jill per se?
Our organization, we have a chapter in the Washington, D.C. area. It's literally out of Maryland. We have
Okay.
one in Alabama.
Uh-huh.
So we're not exclusive to Houston.
Hmm.
We love partnering with other organizations. We love the peer to peer networking because Jack and Jill is a different organization.
Right,
They do
right,
things, but it's a
right.
different network
Yeah,
of girls.
peer to peer.
And so we love to partner up with them and do things. We haven't, but we have a lot of Jack and Jill moms that do support us,
Uh-huh.
and I see that happening in the future.
Wow. Chris, you got something else?
No, it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
That's good
It's
stuff,
good
Pam.
stuff. They chopping me up. I got to be careful what I say to Pam because everybody give me a hard time on the
But
timeline.
Pam,
So
before you leave,
I'm gonna
Pam, just
be
give. I
careful.
mean, I'll be there with bells on to support you. I mean,
Mhm,
when you
mhm,
told me this story and I
mhm,
read up on it, I mean, I just said, man, whatever I need to do, I didn't
mhm,
actually, whatever I need to do, let me
mhm,
help. I
mhm,
have a daughter,
It's good
and
stuff.
I just appreciate that,
mhm,
man. And you just
mhm,
gave me some information about the males bringing and raising their daughters. Man,
mhm,
that's
mhm,
a unique dynamic. So
mhm.
because
Yeah,
everybody always think it's a single mother. There's some single males out here
a
also.
lot of single fathers out there now. It
Yes.
really is,
So so Pam, is this
and they're doing
primarily
the
what you
best they
do?
can.
Is this
Mhm.
primarily what you do, or do you do? This is like your passion project.
This
Tell
is
I'm
him,
my
Pam.
trying to let
baby.
you blow yourself up, girl. I'm trying
Tell
to
him,
let
Pam.
everybody know what
Blow
you
you up,
do.
Pam. Go and tell him, Pam. I forgot. Good.
Yeah. No, I am a serial entrepreneur. My company, Smart Solutions, is a HR technology company. We primarily build and implement human resource management software for large companies, primarily Fortune 500s and government entities. So that's a company that I own. And then last year, I started a home health care company. It's called Pam Care, and we provide home health care services here in the Houston area. So thank you
So
for
you black
asking.
owned then? That's what you say. You're black owned then.
I'm woman owned. I'm black owned. Yes,
So
100%.
so for some reason we've been talking about this title, or not this title, this subject for the last, I think I've been on for a week, about Black people working with Black people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still trying to school Hatter on that because he's been real moving at a snail's pace to
Mm-hmm.
understand the value of it. Do you find that it's very difficult to get Black folks to invest in themselves, or to, not necessarily help you, but to work with you to do things, or you're one of those people that had to open doors for others, or people have not opened doors for you? Like, tell us about that.
So I will say, let me say, with the foundation, we have great success working with other Black business owners.
Okay.
And the way we design what we do, it incorporates a win-win for them. So I'll give you an example. We, once a year, one of our community outreach events is we host the largest prom extravaganza for teen girls going to college. So there we have department stores, we have people, we have the community that donates dresses to young girls. And so what we do is we set up drop shops around the community for people to drop off used dresses or new dresses. And we set them up in Black owned boutiques and Black owned businesses. And so what that does, it allows people to come into their boutiques that normally wouldn't come into their boutiques or hadn't heard of them and all of that. So when they come into the boutique, I tell the boutique owners, now it's your job to make them a customer. The other good thing about that, we generally get a lot of publicity from the major media, and they'll ask us, well, we'd like to, see some of the dresses. We'll take them into those boutiques. And again, that's giving those boutiques exposure. We work very strongly. We have a community partner, Mod Chic Boutique, which is Black owned. And they literally funded a scholarship for us this year to support teen girls who were impacted by COVID. Say their parents got laid off or they got laid off or whatever. We partner with them to raise funds. So for us, I always say, Chris, everything that we have is in the village, right? It's in
Good.
the village. God put it in the village. And so if we learn how to reach each other, teach each other, and work together with each other, we can do some amazing things. We can do far exceeding what we would ask anybody else to do for us. On the corporate side, it's challenging because we have not yet learned that there are enough seats at the table for us all. And we're still competing with each other. And we want you to do good, just as long as you don't do better than us. And so we have not gotten good at that yet. And that's something I'm working on too, because I needed that person to pull me along. And unfortunately, the people that I had to sponsor me at the table, they didn't look like me. They just
So, so,
didn't.
so let me ask you a question. So we're talking about symptoms of a problem that's going on. What's a solution? Give me one solution to what you
Mhm.
just said is an issue in corporate America. Because corporate America is a beast. So what is the
Mhm.
one thing, if you had to give someone suggestion, A, if they're trying to climb, and B, if
Mhm.
they're there as a decision maker, what should be thinking? Because unfortunately, we think we can't let too many of us through because they're gonna think we're trying to darken up the situation in there, turn into a
Mhm.
dark room. And then there's people, well, I'm being honest, and then the ones that can't get there, they honestly believe that, it's not possible. So give them
Mhm.
some tricks of the trade of, if you're trying to get there, this is the way to get there. And if you have a
Mhm.
chance to empower somebody else, this is why you should empower them.
Yeah, yeah. It's I think honestly, I think it's a mindset because I was one of those I was at the table trying to pull people along. And I've done that before and then almost ended up getting my head cut off by the person that I pulled along. And
Ooh, Lord.
so we got to go deep. We got to go deep into the mindset of loving each other and looking out for each other. See, I'm good. I know that there's enough for me. And like I tell my girls, you will do better than me. I want you to do better than me. I want to position you to do better than me. When I bring women into the industry that I'm in, technology is a tough industry for a Black woman. I came into this industry, I was extremely young. I was Black, I was female, and honey, I couldn't tell up, you got Asians and Indians that own it, and they weren't trying to hear me, but I had to stay my course and stay confident. And most of the people I work with, they don't look like me, but I'm never going to be discouraged from pulling people along. I don't care if I have been done wrong in the past, and I
Right.
have, I'm still going to do it. It's part of who I am. They're going
So
to
you don't
have
give
to,
them a life. So you don't give black people a life sentence when they wrong you. Then
no.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Great.
I've had them wrong me and come back. I've had them
life's a lot
wrong
of
me.
days. They'll come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll
Yeah,
need
come
me
back.
before I need you.
Mm.
Because with
Yeah.
that type of behavior,
Mhm.
you're not going to get very far, you know. And they
Mm.
usually come back full circle, you
Mm.
know.
Come.
But I'm not going to let you cut my neck off twice, but I'm not going to hate you for it, right? But I think that we have to do better at starting them off earlier
Right.
in terms of embracing each other
Yes.
and learning to trust each other
Wow.
and building things together. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, but can I ask you a question, Pam? Why is it's 2021? We still having this damn conversation?
We're going. It's a process,
2021.
Chris.
Why are we still talking about
Because it's a process.
2021?
You think it's going to just happen overnight? It's a process. It took 50
Overnight?
years. It might take. Hold up. We don't have 50 years to make it happen. But Chris, when we got people that don't want to listen, Chris, it's some people right now tuned out on this show right now because we're not talking about sports. They don't want to hear this.
We're gonna talk about sports in a minute because I'm
No.
gonna
I'm
Listen,
just telling
polo
you.
is a sport.
No.
Exactly.
No. I'm just telling y'all the dynamic and the mindset that we're dealing with. And you keep talking about, well, when it's going to stop? When it's going to stop? When your mind change. You got the renewing of your mind. How about that, Pam?
Pam,
I
you're a
totally
Cowboy
agree
fan.
with Robert. It's a process. Things take time.
Yes.
And it's a process, but those of us who have a heart to help other people, we have to keep helping. Don't let people change your heart. Keep helping, keep pushing, and keep hoping for it. It will happen. It's just taking us a minute. And we got to
Pam, you're a
get
Cowboy fan.
comfortable.
Pam, you're
Huh?
a Cowboy fan. You're a Cowboy fan.
Not at all. Not at all.
Lord, Pam, you're a Laker fan.
Very much so. Always
See,
have.
Hatter, I knew you brought her on here for a reason, Hatter.
Always have
For a
been.
reason, Hatter.
Always have been a Laker fan. I've always
Yeah.
been a Laker.
So let's pivot for a second and talk about the Lakers since you're talking about that. What we gonna do this year, Pam? Come on now, holla at me.
It ain't too late. It's too late. We got LeBron, so we got the beast. Anything can happen.
Girl,
Anything can happen.
listen, I don't know if Hatter knew you were a LeBron fan before you got on here, but you better be careful because he might not invite you back.
She
I didn't
says
know
she's
that.
a Laker
Say
fan.
what you say about everybody else that's a LeBron fan. Say what you say about everybody else.
Well, I mean, it's all right. She's a LeBron fan. You're a LeBron sexual and a LeBron. You're a LeBron sexual and a LeBron stan. Stan and fan is two different things. So now, how about that?
I'm also a Laker fan. You know, a lot of people with just the dynamics of the NBA, they become person fan. They get attached to personas. But I'm still a true when Lakers were nothing before LeBron got there, I was still in my heart rooting for the Lakers. Yeah.
So
I'm not a fair weather fan.
Since you're in corporate America, how do you feel about a certain political party? 50% of their people don't watch the NBA anymore because of the social justice agendas that the NBA has.
How do I feel about it? I don't
know because their
viewership.
is
I don't know if that statistic. Where did you get that statistic?
Yeah, Chris. Chris,
I'm not experiencing
Thank
that.
you. And that viewership has not went down. Chris, you haven't looked at
the viewership.
No, it has not.
I'll send the article to you.
Yes,
I'll send the article.
You got to send me more than one article because I can give you 3 saying it hasn't.
The viewership is not up. It's not up.
Well, it's not down
because of Black Lives Matter and all that kind of stuff. A lot of people have tuned the NBA out. Right. Matter of fact, when I was going to text you last night, I text you last night during the game. I say, Hatter, it is 10 black men on this screen right now. Who in certain households are watching this game? That's why I was going to text you. I was watching the Laker game last night.
They've always, wow. Chris, they always love to watch us perform. Stop, hold up.
I agree with Hatter.
Chris, They always love to watch us from minstrel shows up into the NBA. They always want to. They said, shut up and dribble, shut up and sing, shut up and be Beyonce, shut up and be J.A. They love to watch us perform, Chris. That's not the problem.
Until this social, again, with these social justice. I'll send you the article. I'm not going to go back and forth with you.
I got a question there. I got one question for you. Who's paying for the $1 million seats in the Barclays Center, right now?
Nobody's sitting in them right now.
Who's paying for them?
They're empty right now. I'm talking about corporate dollars. I'm not talking about people.
Who own the corporations?
I'm not talking about. I got buddies that have seats and they don't own corporations.
Majority. Come on, let's keep it real.
He know what I'm talking about. Let me give me a drink. Let me give me a drink of vodka.
Got the boxes. Listen. Don't get mad at me. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you, certain people are watching the NBA.
Bad message. Bad message.
You know what, Chris? I really feel like they will get over it, and we gotta stop being self-conscious or apologetic about our blackness. They need to get used to it and start treating us right. But the game is the game. The game is the game. And I think those who watch the game, they love the game.
Yeah.
And they love these players. They're having them at their homes. They like to kick it with them. I mean, they like that. This whole political and this social movement that's going on, get used to it. Get over it.
Yeah. It's called becoming more
aware. I like y'all enthusiasm. I like y'all enthusiasm.
Chris,
I don't know if it's rooted in reality, but I like your enthusiasm, though.
It's rooted in reality. We all have to start. I'm gonna tell you something, Chris. Let me tell you something. True story.
Pam, why you directing at me? Had her on the show too. What'd I do?
Well, you talking. I want you to know something.
Okay,
women. We talk about corporate America, and this applies to just in general. When we walk into a boardroom, I'm Black and I'm proud, and I walk into this boardroom and it's all white people. I'm the only Black person at the table. I can go in and feel real good because I'm here. I'm doing this, right? Now, what if I walked into the boardroom and all the people around the table were Black? See, we're not comfortable with that. We would think, oh, it's not really a big deal. Oh, this must be some, shit show. Or, this ain't that important. When are we going to get comfortable with us? We're not comfortable with
I'm with you.
No,
we're not comfortable with us. But we want them to be comfortable with us. We got to own who we are and be unapologetic about it. We're not bad people. We're not who they say they are. And until we can believe that, we can't expect them to embrace that.
I 100% agree. But again, why? Why is that the case?
It's because of how we came up in this country. It's because of this, we got to stand out. We got to be the only one. We got to be the best. We need that. We need to feel important.
Hey, Pam.
I don't care.
Hey, Pam.
As long as my bank account is cool, I'm important to me. And that's what matters to me. But, and as long as I'm able to help somebody else, I'm important because I'm helping people.
Pam, I'm sitting there laughing, Pam, because Kevin Freitman, I put it on the screen. He said, "How to love that." Pam, I've been not preaching, but I've been communicating that for 5 years on this show. And me and you haven't talked about nothing going, and you came over here. It's just unbelievable that you're confirming the things, and that's why you got him over there. But Pam, thank you.
No. I mean, I want to. I'm just trying to get her to explain stuff. That's all. I'm not saying I'm for or against anything. And I'm just trying to get her to, don't make blanket statements, and she breaks it down. And she's very intelligent, far more intelligent than you had her.
Okay, hey, guess what? That's why she the guest on the show. Hold up. I'm gonna bring it.
Laker fan had her.
She rocks. Hold up, she rocks. and I'm glad to say she is a woman that rocks. Hey, if she was regular, she wouldn't be on the show. We'd be. Hold up.
If you watch it.
We'll be grooming her to be like Pam, so she'll be on the show. See, I'm not gonna throw the regular one away. We're gonna groom her to be like Pam. How about that,
Man,
Chris?
listen. I already know who her favorite host is on the Chop Shop, so I'm not even worried about that. But Pam,
I love you both.
I mean, I'm
both.
just saying, I agree with you, but I like what you're doing. I think it's I think it's something that we need to get a lot more people doing the same type of things and exposing us to things.
That's it.
And but more importantly, I like the fact that you put your money where your mouth is and you help people progress in life. Because I keep saying the number one thing is, do we catch hell because we're poor, or do we catch hell because we're black? And it's one of the same. But I know one thing: I would rather be black than be poor. And my thing is, I'm sorry, I'd rather be, because poverty is something that is very hard to get over. We got a lot of black people in this country, right, that they still feel racism because they have money. They don't feel it as much. That sting don't feel as much. But poverty is something that's very, very difficult to get over. Period.
It is
very difficult.
And we just got to break the spirit of poverty. I'll teach you that on another show, Chris. It's a spirit out here of poverty. It's just not what it's, because you can give some people some money and they'll still have the spirit of poverty. So, but Pam, thank you so much. What's your closing remarks? Because we got to get Jim in here. But give us an overview what we're going to be doing on the 23rd. And let me tell you something. You're going to be getting some responses from the people here. And take us out of here with a great message for the young girls, for the moms, about Smart Girl Foundation.
Yeah. And for the fathers, thank you so much for having me. I literally just want to invite everyone out. I know we don't have a lot of tickets left, but keep your eye out for us because we're doing a lot of great things in the community. You see at Smart Girl, you can follow us on Instagram. You can also add .org to that. Go to our website. You'll be able to see our pictures from the last event, which are phenomenal. But this is a great cause, and you can always just donate, even if you're like Chris and you don't want to go to Polo or you don't.
Oh, why didn't you say that? I thought we could ride the horses though.
Feel free to make a donation.
Y'all got Ace of Spades? Y'all got Ace of Spades up in there? I'm just curious.
We can have Ace of Spades. We got Ruth Chris is going to be doing all.
We're paying for it. We put on the black card.
Everything. Food is going to be provided by Ruth Chris. And so, great food. Drinks is included in your ticket. Now I don't know about the Ace of Spades, but we got good drinks included in your ticket. Listen, this is going to be a great opportunity to come out, network with some great people. You'll see a lot of people that look like me and you. And it's going to be a great time. I promise you that. And you'll be exposed to a world-class polo match. These are professional polo players at the Houston Polo Club. And you'll have a good time, and you'll want to come back again, just like the people from last year. This event's been sold out since before COVID. Not sold out, but halfway sold out since before COVID. Our sponsors stay with us. We have good sponsorship. And if you have any influence at all, we are looking for a title sponsor for next year. So just wanted to put that out.
We got you.
Okay. And send your girls to our website. I'd like to just put that out there. Go to smartgirl.org. You can sign up for mentoring. You can sign up to volunteer, and you can apply for scholarships online. Part of our scholarships is you do have to do volunteer work. You have to have good attendance and good conduct, a C average, and you do have to attend our event. So that's real simple stuff. So, because girls get to attend for free that are in the program. So I think that's it. I think I've said enough. Go to smartgirl.org and you can shoot me an email. Thank you so much, Robert. You jumped on board from the word go, and I appreciate you. And thank you for always supporting us.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, thank you, Pam.
Chris, you're amazing.
You're amazing, Chris.
Chris, you had some great questions. And
great
really helped us get the message out. So I appreciate that.
Awesome.
Keep believing in us. Bye-bye.
We'll see you later. All right.
Go Lakers.
Bye-bye.
Wow, that was unique, man. Hey, let me tell you something, man. Hey, black women rock. Oh, my God. But guess what? Pam, we're going to take a quick break. And guess who? The hat is in the building. He got another hat. He got a different color hat on y'all for y'all today. And he is in the building. We're going to take a quick break. And we're going to come back Boy, it's on around here. Hold on. Let me just see. Let me what commercial I'm bringing. Oh yeah, there we go.
The WNBA is on its way back.
While I'm planting the seeds that our ancestors
Playing basketball in a pandemic looks like this. No mask, no 6 feet apart. To put yourself in harm's way is a scary decision.
This is the hardest championship anybody will ever win. The bubble, Mommy! The state of the world.
This is where our nation is 3 months after George Floyd's death.
I can't help the way God made me. And there's
if we were going to play, we wanted to take our stand on what we believe in.
We are dedicating this season to Breonna Taylor. We will be a voice for the voiceless.
The unity that we were able to experience as players was something that we won't forget and we can lean on as we move forward.
Is there a way 144 of us can gather and actually make a statement?
I would do it all over again because it's bigger than me. It's bigger than my teammates.
Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks. Chris Walker is in the building today. Shout out to Miss Pam Ellis. Oh my goodness, the Smart Girl Foundation. The things, see, we didn't know it was people doing stuff like that in this city. That's what make the Chop Shop so important to this community, man. That's something that some young girl gonna get involved in that program, and it's gonna change her life. So great, shout out to Pam. Thank you so much, Pam. And Chris, you did
that was good.
Excellent job, man. I said, wow. And you guess what?
I'm just glad you're a Laker fan. I'm just glad you're a Laker fan. That's all I'm glad.
Well, you know, y'all got enough fans, man. Y'all got enough fans. Y'all need to do something else. Y'all need to go to Wizard and get your heart, because your heart was sitting on the bench with a.
Let me get this right. We just beat the Suns and we just beat the Knicks without LeBron, and LeBron get ready to come back tonight. Okay, keep going. I'm listening.
The Knicks? And we talking about the Knicks? Come on, let's go, Jimmy. What's up, man? Jimmy, what's up, man? What's up, Jim? What's up, man? What you got going on, man?
I mean, it is that time, and of course, you can't avoid the conversation of basketball. We are less than probably 3 to 4 games left in the regular season, and a lot of people, with the pandemic, wish they could fast forward through this regular season and get straight to the playoffs, because there are so many teams under some variation of put up or shut up, and the Clippers or at the front of the line of put up or shut up. Now, of course, the Brooklyn Nets, I think Brooklyn may already have the built-in excuse for this year. They may have, and I get your thoughts on it as well. Brooklyn Nets may already have a built-in excuse. Just like the Lakers has a built-in excuse right now. Right now, they do.
So everybody got a built-in excuse.
Not the Clippers. Not the Clippers. No. You don't get off the Clippers. You don't get off the hook. You don't get off the hook just like that.
They got a new coach. They got a new coach.
That ain't a built-in excuse. Everybody has a new coach.
Not everybody.
I'm just saying. I mean, half of the players have a new the key players. Philadelphia has a new coach. Think about it. I was just talking with a guy the other day. Didn't realize or had forgot that Doc Rivers is the head coach. Think about how smoothly Doc Rivers been getting this thing done.
No. He can't coach. Somebody on this show, not you, Jimmy, but somebody. We ain't gonna call his name. Man, he can't coach. But keep going, Jimmy. Keep talking.
If that was a paper bag, he wouldn't be able to coach his way out of it. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, man. No, man, you know what? Okay, see the thing. We give that narrative to the black head coach, and it's a felony. The white head coach gets a misdemeanor with the same. Okay, what Brad Stevens can coach out of?
I don't like Brad Stevens. I say the same thing about him.
You don't like nobody. You don't like nobody.
Why they call him a doctor? He a doctor in basketball? What his name doc for? He damn sure ain't no doctor in coaching.
Chris, you don't like nobody.
His nickname is Glenn.
Glenn Doc Rivers.
Government name then. Let's call him by his government
name. Glenn Rivers then.
Let's call him Glenn. We're not gonna call him doctor.
Hey, from Proviso East High School. You feel me?
And Marquette.
Marquette.
Back when we didn't know how to pronounce Marquette.
hey, Chris, you just ran your mouth to Pam. See, Pam already saw through you. She was just a gracious lady. You come talk about all this black. And soon as the first coach you want to come out your mouth, he can't coach his way out of black people. Let me tell you something. I don't care. I don't care what he can't do. Because guess what? I told you. It's how we see each other. It's important.
Yeah, so you saying I can't be critical just because he's black?
You ain't critical. He can coach his way out of a white pepper bag.
Okay,
come on,
so
Chris.
we disagree, but don't say I can't be critical.
Chris, you're being very, very cynical in the heart. Because
I'm not.
Chris, Doc Rivers can't coach to you.
I'm not allowed to.
He can't coach to you. Okay. Thank God you are not an NBA owner. Because guess what? Doc wouldn't have a job. Yes.
That's not true. That's not true.
He can't coach. But Jimmy, go on. Jimmy, what was your narrative, man? What was your narrative?
We were talking about the playoffs and teams like the Clippers that I mentioned and that are on the clock right now. Because you're going, I think one of those players is in a free agent mode. And think about what the Clippers picked up. What the Clippers picked up.
What they do?
They picked up all of the pieces to fill the blanks that they needed.
What's up? Give me the piece. What piece?
Rondo was.
Oh, that was a great piece. Yeah. Okay. Playoff Rondo.
You know, they picked up a guy. They picked up a bench guy that can serve to play that Kendrick Perkins role when he was with OKC and we was with Boston. That veteran on the bench. They picked up Boogie Cousins. That's what I'm talking about. Plays that bench.
Who?
That bench role.
Who?
Dude, come on, dude. Boogie Cousins is the perfect tough guy for the bench and for the locker room to get guys in check, because that Clipper team, you take away Patrick Beverly had balked as much as he could. People realize that dog just don't bite. You ever rode your bike by a yard and the dog bark like hell, and then one day you just bust the gate open and the dog run up under the house? That's Patrick Beverly. He ain't biting.
Beverly ain't like that. No. Jimmy, he ain't that bad. No. He's just a guard, Chris. He ain't that bad. Maybe from Chicago. He ain't finna run.
Remember the sale, and no, we love Patrick Beverly. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, we love him.
Y'all love Patrick Beverly.
No. Patrick Beverly done a lot. He's done a lot during and after his tenure with the Houston Rockets in the community for a lot of these kids around Greater Houston. Does a lot. And understand something. We aren't all privy to know a lot of these celebrities and star athletes off the court. So with him, it's a rare. No, I mean we know a few, but him we met him and we know him. So therefore, we're not talking about Patrick Beverly the person. We're talking about the basketball player, the media, kind of like remember when San Antonio created that stigma about Bruce Bowen and they served. So he was, in order to justify him starting, they called him the defensive stopper.
Jimmy, he was a first team all defense.
Yeah. Then all of a sudden, once they start pushing that narrative through to remind folks, he started getting his ass lit up one by one. Then all of a sudden that narrative stops. But back in regard to this playoffs, the Lakers won last night. Portland won, beat the Rockets, which they should have. The Lakers have the Rockets tonight, which is that's a free space in bingo.
No, not bingo, bango.
Bango. That's a free space. So guess what? The Mavericks are slipping. They could mess around and slip into that 7 hole.
Who they got?
Let's see who does the Mavericks have left? How to pull that up?
I'm trying
because
to pull it up
Portland right now is number 5. You don't want that number 6 slot.
Because of what? The Clippers?
Come on. That's right.
Y'all something
You don't
else.
want the number 6 slot.
Man,
that's 7 games.
Hey, Chris, is any other team other than LA in the league? Well, stop. Is any other team other than the Lakers in the whole damn NBA? I think we got 29 more other teams. So,
but we're talking about the West, and we're talking about the playoffs. I'm just
but that's
saying,
all you talking about.
But the Lakers we're the defending champs, though. So what I'm saying is, I'm trying to figure out why nobody wants the number 6 spot, because you have to play the 3rd best team in the West.
No, Chris. That don't mean they're the 3rd best team. They have the 3rd best record. Two different things. Don't you dare.
You go.
You can interpret that.
So let me get this right. So is the Lakers the 7th best team because they got the 7th best record, or are they the 3rd best team?
Without those two guys, they asked about the 29.
Don't walk down that rabbit hole, Hatter. Without them two guys, what? Because with them two,
they
guys,
about the number 20. Wait a minute, the number 31 team out the damn league. How about that? They the G League team.
The night before,
huh? What'd you say?
What about last night in the Suns game? What about that?
But they had Anthony Davis.
And they ain't got the Kang. They ain't got the Kang though.
The Kang over there coaching his Kang over there. Hold up. Why did the Kang stop coaching at the end of the game? Jimmy, he was coaching when the game got close. Then New York got the whooping their butt. He set his big old ass down over there.
Stop that.
He sat over there and started whining again.
He's not a coach.
What?
He was every reason. Anyway, Jimmy, I'm done with Hatter. Just go, Jimmy. What you got? Because I don't know what you up here pushing Clipper narrative for. Lord have mercy.
Come on, Jimmy. Now give me who you talking about.
Now, Chris, I want to ask you. Now that the pretty much the seeds, the playoff teams are pretty much set. Which team in each conference has been the most disappointing to you?
The most disappointing? The Pelicans.
Yeah.
100%. You fired Alvin Gentry, right? And I know for a fact that this quote-unquote GM, who's supposed to be so good, I keep telling everybody, and Hatter gonna jump on me, they ride them LBJ coattails, and all of a sudden we think they're successful. Okay? We put him on NBA TV. We take him down to New Orleans. He's supposed to be the savior. They fire Alvin Gentry and bring in Stan Van Retread Gundy. Who's talking about Stan Van Gundy right now? Hatter?
Ain't nobody.
Because Alvin Gentry couldn't get it done. Man, please. The freaking Pelicans are the most disappointing team.
What about the East?
The most disappointing in the East. Ooh. Give me a second on that one.
I'm going to help you out.
He don't pay attention to the East, Jimmy. He just said he don't pay no attention.
Toronto would be the front runner. Now, they could have a built-in excuse because remember they weren't able to start the season in their own country.
Oh, that's right. They had to stay in Tampa Bay.
They could have a built-in excuse.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Give me another one there, because they got a built-in excuse. Give me somebody else in the East that's very disappointing.
Jimmy, did you want the Dallas? Dallas got Dallas gonna play New Orleans, Toronto, and Minnesota.
So talking about the Mavericks.
The Mavericks,
right?
Yeah.
Since y'all talking about the Mavericks, let me ask y'all a question.
What'd you say?
Since y'all talking about the Mavericks, let me ask you a real question about the Mavericks.
Yes, sir.
If Luka Doncic wasn't European or was of our hue, do y'all think they would label him as a head case or a troublemaker, given the fact that he gets one more technical foul, right?
Yeah.
He would be suspended. If this was Draymond Green, what would they be saying? Remember how they jumped on Draymond Green?
But they didn't jump on They didn't jump on Draymond Green in his second or third year. They got Draymond, but no, Luka ain't been there long enough. You let him keep this up. He gonna get labeled. Draymond Green had to build. No.
So
I'm just telling you, Draymond Green built up a resume of being an asshole over the years. Luka Doncic ain't but 19 years old. He just had.
Okay, so if it was Kelly Oubre when he was 19, Jimmy, what would they be saying?
Don't nobody even talk about Kelly. Ain't that fucking good?
If he was 19, an immature kid in the league, if it was Kelly Oubre, what would they be saying, Jimmy?
Well, Kelly Oubre, they would just say he grew up his child.
Hey, excuse me, Greg. How can this man mention Kelly Oubre in the same damn breath as Luka Doncic?
We're talking about the behavior.
Well, the way I sum it up like this, and this goes up. You filed this up under the old cliche that we often spew on the chop shop. That is, the talent. If the talent is greater than the problem, then you will be tolerant.
There you go.
Once the problem becomes greater than the talent, your ass is expendable. And that's right now. The Mavericks they had a losing atmosphere when he got there. They have the glass is half full with Luka in the line in part of the Mavericks organization. Once that level out, because expectations, I think next year will be put up a shut up year. Because after a while, you got the numbers.
Jimmy, why is it handful? Jimmy, he's an all-star. He's an all-pro. He one of the best players in the league. And Corey just saying he got Luka. He got a ceiling. What y'all? I think y'all got bias. Have y'all been watching this dude? This dude is tearing people's ass up every single time he plays. Luka Doncic.
It's like 27 and 8.5% a game.
And getting technicals 2 at a time. So what I'm talking about the technicals, I'm not talking about his ability. But the fact that he is so good, and we're not drawing the fact to he's getting technicals to the point where they suspend him, why are we not talking about that? Because I'm telling you, if he wasn't Luka Doncic and he was somebody else at 19, one of these kids from America that we think are snotty-nosed, spoiled kids from AAU, we will be chopping him up.
I got one question. How did you find out he had 15? He had 15 technicals. If he get another one, he gonna suspend it. How did you find out about it? On TV, right? So they reported it. So what are you talking about?
No, Hatter, come on. Hatter, stop it, Hatter. You know
they reported it.
Hatter, you know you need to stop. You
they
got him in
reported
witness
it.
Protection.
How did we find
him in witness protection? It's fine. He's one of your favorite players.
I like Luke.
Not one of mine.
Yes, I like Luke. I got a question for you then. If you could do the draft over again, if you was the Atlanta Hawks, would you trade Luka away?
If my aunt was my uncle, what?
No. I'm just asking you a question. If you was a Sacramento, if they'd have gotten Luka instead of that big, what's that boy that can't play?
Sacramento still been the same place they in.
No,
right
sir.
Now.
No, sir.
So let me ask you a question. Who would they be ahead of then?
The Lakers. The Lakers.
See, there you go. See you that. There you go. Now you're speaking with your heart instead of your mind.
Chris, listen to me. I like LeBron. I just can't stand your love for him. Okay?
I'm not talking about LeBron. I'm talking about who would the Kings, if Luka Doncic had gone to the Sacramento Kings, even though they got De'Aaron Fox over there, who are they better than?
I'm going to tell you, they'd have been better than the Spurs, the Grizzlies, this year, the Grizzlies, the Spurs, They'd have been at least. Hey, if Luke on that team, they'd have been in the 6th spot, just like he got them guys. Listen, he'd have had De'Aaron Fox. Hold up, he don't have no De'Aaron Fox in Dallas. He got a whole bunch of.
He got Porzingis. I mean, is Porzingis not on the team, Jimmy? I'm curious.
Hey, man.
Yeah, Porzingis is there.
Hey, man.
I mean, he's there.
Hey, man. They about to trade Porzingis, man.
Jimmy, go. Just let's mute Hatter for a minute, man. Hatter drive me crazy.
Yeah, of course, now.
Here I go, Chris.
That's of course the NBA talking. Of course, their games in action. Of course, tonight the Lakers and the Rockets are, I would say like this: the first half of the Lakers and Rockets will be intriguing.
Hey, Jimmy.
Now,
Jimmy, now listen to me, Jimmy. You got to hear this one good. Guess what? Who I'm gonna be cheering? I'm cheering for the Rockets tonight. Now you know it's messed up. I'm gonna listen. Kim, I love you, Kim. I love you, Kim. I'm finna cheer for the Rockets tonight, just cause of Chris Walker. Huh?
I'm gonna tell you something. I don't think they even want to set a line for this game tonight because I don't think they have. I mean, because of the fact it's uncertainty with LeBron. But if this game tonight, if that line they're not careful, this could be fool's gold. Because first of all, LeBron is going to come on with a minute restriction. Anthony Davis might not even play tonight. Well, I don't think why should he play tonight? I mean, after last night, he's aching a little bit.
He hit me.
He makes me nervous right now, man. Goodness gracious. Every time he hits the floor, he's cringing or flinching. But anyway, also tonight, games to keep an eye on. Portland is in Utah tonight. That's a big game for both sides. Yep. Also, the Spurs and the Nets. Remember, the Spurs are in that are in the 10th hole in the play-in right now in the Western Conference. The Nets, I think James Harden is close to returning for them as well.
Tonight is gonna be all right.
And of course, guess what? Probably the most fun game to watch tonight could be the Wizards and the Hawks.
Yes.
Again. The rematch.
Christian hung up on him. He don't like this. Keep on. Let me get him out of there.
That could be the most fun. Now we were talking in the I wanted to get and switch gears and talk some college basketball talk. I wanted to ask Chris when he comes back about his thoughts on a couple of topics. But meanwhile, you guys we're looking at some of the comments in the Boomer Room, and
they crazy.
And Mindy says the Rockets should get their heads tore off because the Knicks didn't get their heads tore off. That's
Mindy just want to go against me, man. I'm with the Rockets tonight, Jimmy. I'm cheering for what's the boy they put the U of H? What's the kid? What's his name? Amani Brooks. I'm cheering for Amani Brooks tonight, baby.
Did you notice Amani Brooks has set the record for the most three-pointers through 17 games?
Yeah.
I think he has 47 threes through 17 games. That's the most in the history of the NBA. And the bottom line is with him.
Guess who he beat out, Jimmy? Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard had the record. Yeah.
And the thing, understand, this guy in the NBA, if you can make shots, they will make room for you.
You have a job.
Bottom line. Yeah. And it came down to it. He let that thing go, and it's going in. So now his value is up. His value is up. So how does it now?
We don't know how much.
How does that work? Because he didn't get drafted last year.
Hey.
So they got him as they got him. He was in the G League, I think, and they pulled him from there, right?
You never know how it's going. Chris taught me something the other day. Chris, they're gonna go look at all of his what you say, his analytics, Chris. What you said. They're gonna say he is what he is. So
Who we talking about? I jumped off for a second.
Amani Brooks, the kid that went to U of H, who done hit a few threes.
Gatorade? What's that? Gatorade or a Powerade league?
I know, but he on the Rockets now because the Rockets don't have no players.
No, he on the Rockets now because the Rockets are trying to make sure they finish in last.
Yeah.
So they can get a draft pick. And all them dudes that we watching play right now are going to be right back. They get their Rosetta Stone ready because they're going to be back in Uzbekistan next year.
Because guess what? He was on the play. I think he was already over there and they shipped him back. He was coming back, something like that.
He still got his spot over there. He still got his spot.
Yeah, he got it. Okay.
Yeah, he still got his spot.
Okay.
Keep it in one.
But Jimmy was wondering, did that help his cachet a little bit? What did it do? It might get him to training camp or the summer league next year. But
no, that's a no-brainer because of the U of H and the Fertitta connection.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer him coming into training camp.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm saying he's what I don't know his contract situation.
It's very minimal. It's very minimal.
It's nothing there's nothing that's going to preclude them from getting rid of him and not bringing him back next year. Trust me.
No, it wouldn't be the issue, Chris. It would be somebody else who paying attention and say, "Hold on, come on over. We're gonna do some Shark Tank with this. We'll bring you in over here before they even get chance like this."
The Rockets gave him a shot, but again, and you might be right because of that connection, but just because somebody's playing in the league, man, this year, you know how many guys, you know how much changeover is in that NBA, man?
Yeah.
I mean, it's so much changeover. Yeah. He was blessed because the owner was a U of H grad, and he was actually a good player.
Yeah.
He was didn't he get drafted in the second round, late second round?
No, he didn't get drafted.
Oh, he didn't get drafted. That's right. He didn't get drafted at all because everybody's wondering why he left.
He came out,
but but the bottom line is the kid's a good player, but he's on a team that's terrible, and they're tanking it and for a draft pick. And next year, when fans can go back to the game, they're going to reroute this whole thing.
That's a good point.
And they're going to draft Cade Cunningham and see what else they can get done. And it's not going to look the same next year. Whatever the Rockets team you're watching right now will not be the same team. Kenyon Martin, all them dudes, man, them dudes going to be they're going to be in the Valley, the Rio Grande Valley, or they're going to be on the Rosetta Stone, or they're going to be in one of them other cities that we don't know about. Why, Jimmy, why you laughing, Jimmy? They're going to be in one of them other cities.
No,
we don't know the name of. They put the Lakers behind it, or the Knicks behind it, or they put the Orlando Magic behind it. But it's the first name of the city we ain't never heard of before. That's where they're gonna be.
What about the Santa Clara? What about the Santa Clara? The Santa Clara
Warriors,
team.
they'll be there too. That's what I'm saying. They just got the NBA name. Dude, it's hard,
I'm messing with
man.
you. I'm just messing with you.
One thing I noticed.
A team that wins. The Rockets should be a city that wins. They've always won because
we did. They won. They made a playoff streak that was the longest playoff streak in the NBA until this year.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying because of our locale, Houston should always have a team that wins. Players like to come to Houston. They like that. So this is a unique situation where somebody in the front office, I'm not going to say who they are, got rid of a guy who's got the most triple doubles ever in the history of the NBA, former MVP, and they let one of the best scorers in NBA history walk out the door. So that's great leadership, right? That's insane. So now you got to rebuild all of that. You got to rebuild all of that.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
And they let the dude that y'all say is a former. They said, hold up. Y'all let the dude that y'all talked about yesterday, Cliff Paul, that got a chance to be MVP. Y'all let him go too. And Melo. So what the hell what's really going on here? They let all them dudes walk out the door. And Clint Capella. What's really going on, Jimmy?
Most of those people you mentioned has a common denominator in accordance to upper management. And and the thing is that, and it happens a lot. You've been in a situation as a coach where you have to make a decision. You don't want to keep this one or let this one go. That happens a lot. And with the Houston Rockets, they made a decision to go inside with their investment, their large investment, which was at the time James Harden. And guess what? And now you have nothing to show for it, the Rockets. Now this morning, Tillman Fertitta, he had the gall to actually get on the microphone and say that he thought he's feeling really good and optimistic about the Rockets. He thought he would never be smiling or feeling this good despite only winning 17 games. Let me tell you something, Tillman Fertitta. The only thing that you could be smiling about now is that with an opportunity with a 52% chance of getting the Cade Cunningham or winning that sweepstakes. Remember now, there is a chance. The Rockets, just because they have the worst record, does not mean they automatically get the first pick.
That's true.
I honestly feel that it should. And part of me have a defense to say it should be that way now because the way this stuff go with tanking. But if the Rockets don't get within the first 4 picks, I think they lose that pick, that lotto pick.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
They lose that pick.
They don't get as many balls, but I thought you were
If
going to say
it's only 4 protected.
Yes, that's true. That's true. But again, upper management, I mean, you know, I'm not going to even expose some people.
No.
But we talk to enough people to know, man, I don't know what's going on in that front office, man. It makes no damn sense to do what they did and expect you're going to win in this league that's star-driven. It's star-driven, man. You can't out-coach your way in this league.
If me, you, and Hatter went and opened up, well, I wasn't gonna say. I was gonna say a Mexican restaurant. That's the wrong thing to say with messing with you, boy. As much as you stay up in these joints in Houston.
I ain't never seen nothing like it in my entire life. I ain't never seen nothing like it.
A shrimp fried rice and egg roll business, right?
All right.
And we open this thing up, and all of a sudden, we're in competition, direct competition with 30 other restaurants. And people start saying, man, those guys, after a while, our numbers go down. We got all the ingredients. We invested all. We got everything. It looked good at first. All of a sudden, our numbers ain't meeting the mark. Our margins aren't there. You know what people going to say? It's going to be the easy call. Them 3 black dudes, what the hell were they thinking? They could have invested. They don't know nothing about shrimp fried rice and egg rolls. So the owners of the Rockets, he would tell you in one breath, he's in the gaming industry. He's in the restaurant business.
But all the owners are in different industries. But they
a lot of
enough
owners
to hire
stay the hell
basketball
back.
people.
So what you're saying is the owners of the Rockets didn't hire basketball people. Is that what you're saying?
I said
No,
they smart
he
enough.
hired people he had a relationship with that's in
They're
corporate, that's
more
normal in
basketball
corporate. He hired
He gone, Chris. He gone.
Huh?
Daryl Morey's gone.
Well, hold on. The other owner, Leslie Alexander, he hired somebody and they actually won. Jimmy
Yes.
just said they were at the longest playoff streak.
Yes.
I'm saying there's a new GM, there's new personnel there, and you're saying Tillman Fertitta didn't hire the right basketball people?
What I think if you look, Chris, what I think if you look on it is there are some people and I challenge this towards recruiting as your days as a college coach. There are some guys that know how to get in the player is one thing. Keeping them is another thing. And the Rockets had no problem. Obviously, you can tell by the Tillman Fertitta, he got plenty of players that come through and wore the Rockets jersey, and since he's become owner, and a couple of them was there before he came. So that wasn't his problem. Managing that talent and creating an atmosphere and keeping an atmosphere that can make it be conducive of the energy that you exhibit in the entertainment industry, it just wasn't there. You know how to guide.
What players have come here since Tillman Fertitta's been the owner?
What do you mean?
I'm just
Dwight Howard, Russell Westbrook,
Paul, Dwight Howard. You love Dwight Howard. Why you?
Tillman Fertitta wasn't
Dwight Howard is he's a Hall of Famer.
He didn't play like no Hall of
Fertitta
Famer.
wasn't the owner then.
Okay, hold on. Dwight Howard
did not the owner.
Dwight Howard still averaged a double-double while he was here.
I mean, he's a Hall of Famer. I get it. So we've had players here, but I'm saying since Tillman Fertitta has been here.
That's what we just said.
On the team.
Shit.
3 years? 4 years?
No, this will be the 4th year, wasn't it?
Okay, 4 years. That's right.
Maybe 5th. Okay, no.
Dwight was gone then.
No, whenever. Yeah, how long has Kevin Sampson been at U of H? That was the same. That was the year before. Remember, because Kevin Sampson was an assistant coach under Kevin McHale with the Rockets. He got fired 11 games into the last season. So however long that was, that's the time when Tillman Fertitta was the owner. Because remember, the rumor was Tillman Fertitta, remember, that's Kevin Sampson. Timothy Fertitta.
2017.
4 years.
So it's only been 4 years.
One year after that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that he hasn't had a chance to have people come here like people think, because Chris Paul was gone already, right? He didn't bring Chris Paul here. He didn't bring Dwight here. When did Westbrook come?
He came doing it.
Russ came 2 years ago.
The only one.
Yeah.
And
Carmelo.
And
Carmelo.
That was them doing
and Carmelo, Chris. No, you can't. Carmelo is another Hall of Famer. That's 4 Hall of Famers. Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, you treated him.
Carmelo's a Hall of Famer.
They treated him
Carmelo
like
Anthony
Chris Paul.
He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Absolutely.
Carmelo's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Of course,
first
man.
ballot.
Come on.
Wow.
Look
at
the all-time leading scorer in the Olympic basketball history. Guess what? Every city he's left, as much as y'all hated him in New York, where you live at right now, no, as much as y'all hate Carmelo Anthony, when he in his swan song, they still embrace him with open arms. They realize now, it was misery just love company. Carmelo has been good. Well,
can I make a comment though? I want to get out of this. Martin Vaughn, I didn't say Dwight is a Hall of Famer. Jimmy said that. So don't you guys? I didn't say.
Dwight's going to the Hall
Chris
of Fame.
said that. I didn't say that. I don't know
Dwight
yet.
is going to the Hall of Fame.
But who we talking right before that? We were just talking about Melo. See, Chris, you got to realize.
Carmelo.
You got to realize when you go into the basketball Hall of Fame, Chris, it takes in your whole basketball career, not just your NBA career. So. Go back to Carmelo.
He's the all-time leading scorer in Olympic basketball history.
And a national champion at Syracuse. All of that stuff goes into play, Chris.
You're right. You know what? Mitch Richmond is a Hall of Famer, so let's throw Carmelo now. You're right.
Shit, Tracy McGrady.
Oh, really? Let's throw him in there too, I guess.
Yeah, he in there, but I don't think I wouldn't have voted for him.
I wouldn't have voted for him either. Somebody got mad at me. And you know what? I don't want to put you on the spot, Hatter. Because you know what I'm about to say. Somebody said Big Shot Rob should be in the Hall of Fame, Hatter. Should he be in the Hall of Fame? Yes or no? Big Shot Bob should be in the Hall of Fame.
Wait a minute. Next question. Next question.
That's what I thought.
Next question. I'm getting like Russell Westbrook. Next question.
I'm thinking about Martin Vaughn. I mean, Martin Vaughn, whether you like it or not, understand something. The thing is, when he was with the White House with the Houston Rockets, that was the first line that was drew between two players. It was either you was down with James Harden at the time, or you was down with Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard just came from the Lakers at the time and had a riff with Kobe. So he already was heavy trash in the eyes of the Lakers. So if you were a Laker fan or a Kobe fan, then you already was tainted or felt disdain for Dwight Howard before he got here. Mind you, don't forget, he's an NBA champion when he arrived in Houston. Now, speaking of Dwight Howard, not and by any means trying to become his defense attorney, but at the same time, this dude is a career of about 16 and about 13, something like that for his career.
Man, you don't have to
He's
defend
been
Dwight Howard, man. He's going to the Hall of Fame. Dwight Howard in the Hall of Fame.
Even before he won the NBA title, he was a Hall of Fame. He was right there in the Hall of Fame. You got to realize the center position is not what it used to be. So that's one of the reasons why you see a guy like Dwight Howard, it's not much needed, because now you become a liability somewhat on defense because of the mobility of these guys. And he's older. Remember, he came straight out of high school in the year 2004. That was a hell of a year around the country. That Atlanta Celtics team,
I think you could have told the story of basketball without Dwight Howard being there. I think the story of basketball, that you could have erased that goofy ass stuff, that gimmicky stuff. The story of basketball would still be great and would not miss Dwight Howard. That's how I feel about it.
But understand, once you get to the topic of telling that story, when you get to the chapter of straight out of high school, you can't do it without saying his name.
We got other guys came out of high school. We got Kobe. We got KG. We got Moses Malone. We don't have to mention him.
High school, straight out. Understand what I'm about to say?
Okay.
Straight out of high school, that chapter in the book, you cannot complete that chapter without mentioning his name. No, for one reason only. Not to mention, in addition to his resume, But think about how long he's been in the league. He's pushing up on 20 years. What's year number 18 right now?
So you're saying
so he came out same.
So he's stealing all of these last 5 years. He's been stealing money.
Is before he came out.
These last 6-7 years, he's been stealing money. I'm just telling you.
Championship last year, Hatter.
Stealing money.
He's a starter on the team that won the championship last
He
year.
was on LeBron James' team. Man, come on, man. Look,
wow.
Come on, man.
Boy, you something else, boy.
He was on the team with LeBron James.
You something else, dog.
No, I just some guys. I mean,
that LeBron James dude must be a cold dude. Then.
Oh, of course he is. Of course, I might be retarded, but I ain't crazy.
Now you sleeping on Dwight Howard. We going to the Hall of Fame. The question
so now,
is, Paul
ask you,
Gasol
Chris,
going to the Hall of Fame.
Who?
Paul Gasol.
This man here, man.
Now here's a good question.
Put my glasses on, Chris.
How does Stacey Houston ask you, can the story be told without big shot Bob Harvey?
Nope. But I said next question.
You don't answer that question, man. Come on, man.
Oh man, yeah. And Kurt Roach says Dwight Howard is a top 5 straight out of high school player. Hey, that's arguably top. Who would make our starting 5 straight out of high school?
Kobe, LeBron, KG. You're talking about of all time or just like recent history?
Well, let's make the modern day history first, and then we'll go and compare that to
Martin
the
is a hater, man. God damn, you a hater, Martin. What are you saying now?
We can go to modern day history.
Leave
I
Martin
gave you 3
alone
right there, because I'm gonna have to leave out Stoudemire. You gotta leave him out, even though he was pretty good. Stoudemire was pretty
LeBron James.
Exactly.
LeBron James.
He's number 1. He's
LeBron James.
Hold on,
Kobe,
man.
LeBron.
I meant to cut it off.
LeBron, hands down. Kobe, LeBron, KG, hands down. Those 3.
Okay, who's the other 2? You're starting 5.
I mean, I don't want to say Moses Malone. That happened way too long ago.
Well, I'm saying we just
Dwight Howard.
And who else?
Before. Man, I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna go Stoudemire 5.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Amari Stoudemire. I mean, people forget the dudes that went out of high school. I'm just telling you, man. Them dudes was good, man.
Y'all can have Dwight. Dwight still can't shoot a damn free throw. I'm done with him. Y'all go. Can we talk about another? Oh, Jermaine O'Neal. Yeah.
Sean Kemp. I'm not taking Sean Kemp over those guys. I like the helicopter, but I don't. Nah.
Hey man,
I like Sean Kemp. Not over Dwight Howard and Amari Stoudemire.
Hey. Oh my God!
I'm gonna tell you something. In 3 years, in 3 years,
what, Jim?
In 3 years, there's gonna be a name that's gonna bump somebody out there starting 5.
Hey, Chris, I got something for you, Chris.
Melo Ball.
Hey, Chris.
Melo Ball is gonna bump somebody out there starting 5.
Melo played pro though. I mean, we can't use. He played pro.
Yeah, he played pro before.
So let me get my 5.
You get an asterisk with him.
Hey, Chris.
Kobe. I'm gonna say LeBron. Kobe. T-Mac, KG. Who was my 5th? LeBron, Kobe, T-Mac, KG, Dwight Howard. That's
can't put
5.
Dwight. Okay, y'all can have it. But
can't put
Joshua,
Dwight Howard. That's something wrong with you.
Okay, Joshua Thomas is so hatter. You saying if you're not in the 8-man rotation, you stealing money. In the words of Chris Walker, Chris, what's that thing you put
No. Next question, please. Go ahead on, Jimmy. Don't have to.
So I'm thinking in this today's episode of what if he was white?
Ooh.
So recently, early this week, the young fella, talented brother, Pat Baldwin, he committed to Milwaukee. His dad is the head coach at Milwaukee, Patrick Baldwin Sr. Pat Baldwin Jr. is already projected to be a lotto pick after one and done next year in the draft. He's projected right now consensuously a lotto pick. So he commits to Milwaukee, and immediately there's a lot of just pushback from the mainstream media as to he's making a horrible mistake. Why would he go there? Why would he, because he passed over Duke, Kentucky, and a couple of others.
That's where it came from. Keep going.
So now I'm saying, well, if he was white, his dad is a head coach. He's black of a Division I school. This kid wants to go and play for his pops. No matter what the hell he does at this school, he's still going to get drafted in the first round. No matter what.
You mean like Doug McDermott? You look at me like McDermott?
It's like, but McDermott wasn't this highly acclaimed.
They said this was a 4-star, so he's a 5-star now.
Oh no, he was 4th rate.
I'm talking about this kid right here. Y'all talking about. I just saw this morning. They said 4-star guard, and Jim is saying he's a projected lottery pick.
No, he's not no 4-star guard.
I'm just telling you what they just.
He's a 4th ranked. He's a 4th ranked player.
Okay, 4th ranked. Okay, all right. I missed it.
Yeah, he's not no 4-star guard.
Okay.
No.
You must have seen him play before. I have never seen him play. I've never seen him play. Okay.
But coming to a screen near you, he's really good. My thing is, I say, what if he was white? Mm-hmm. Do you think the narrative would be the same, or would they be saying, "Oh, that's so sweet of him. He's going to play with his dad and help his dad out. Isn't that just wonderful?" It's horrible. What is he doing?
Jim, I don't think that's a fair one. I mean, that's just me. It's my opinion. Because if he was white, like Stacey said, they wouldn't even be talking about it. I mean, it's just this guy. I mean, it's just a top guy that chose to go play for his dad. I mean, I don't think that's a fair comparison. Because black kids dominate this game. So I mean, you're not gonna find too many white kids in that position, no way. So I mean, I know what you're trying to do, but I think, I mean, of course, listen to me. If I was the white press, I would second guess it either, because they don't want him. They want him to go to Duke. They want him to go to Kentucky. So it can help. He's going to help his dad get a raise, not those other two guys. So of course they're going to have something to say about it, man. We know that. We know that. We know that. We know that. I can't wait to see him play now, because I can't wait to see him play now. I can't wait to see him play. Is he a big man or guard?
Yeah,
What is he? What is he? How big is he?
I thought he was a big.
Tell me how big is he?
How tall is Pat? Now 6.
Yeah.
Let's get his numbers.
I thought he was a big, but
tell.
to speak to Jimmy's point. Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle on this one, because it doesn't happen that often. Raymond Callum is the only other person I can think of, but he wasn't ranked as high as this guy.
Right.
No. I mean, Mike Davis' son made a choice as well on a smaller scale.
He wasn't no projected lottery pick.
No, I said a smaller scale. On a smaller scale of things, he had offers, legitimate offers to play at larger schools.
Check this out, y'all. I just want y'all to see something. I just asked how tall this guy was. Troy Bieniemy said 6'6". Stacey said 6'7", he believed. So Stacey undoubted. And then Joshua Thomas came and said 6'9". That's a whole lot. Which one is he?
I just said, let's see how he is now. He was 6'7". He was 6'7". He was 6'7". We had him. We had him at camp. So that's why I said I don't know how tall he is now. That's why I said let me see how tall he is now.
So Joshua said 6'9".
So he might. That's why I'm saying. Let me see how tall he is now.
Okay, he big. Okay, he'll big. Okay, see. Let me tell you something. A big, all right. I'm sorry. Come on, Chris. Come on. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
This is what possibly could be starting to happen, and it'll be hard. This kid chose that school. Now, forget about it being a dad, because that should be like everybody should leave that alone. Because no one said anything when Bryce Drew went to play for his daddy at Valparaiso. So, and look what that did. That could possibly propelled Scott Drew to be where he is right now. So, and because that win that he had, let's forget about that. Mm-hmm. You realize that if they start hiring, because they're not letting these guys have opportunities, the Deion Sanders and the Eddie Georges, they're making these guys have to take these jobs at these HBCUs. And if these dudes start transforming these kids to saying, you know what, I'd rather go play for Eddie George. I'd rather go play for Deion Sanders. I know Marshall Faulk didn't get that job. If the HBCUs may be on to something, guys, I'm telling y'all. They may be Mo Williams at Alabama A&M. They may be on to something because these guys that can't get jobs at that level, if all the HBCUs say, you know what, man, let's just have all professional athletes to come in and coach these guys. It's going to be some dudes, some kids that look at that option.
Of course.
If they have to go to college.
Of course.
They're going to do it. Why wouldn't you want to go play for Deion Sanders? Why wouldn't you want to go play
I know
for
I
Prime
would.
Time?
I'd be headed to Jackson, Mississippi right now.
They may be on to something. If TSU, I mean, Johnny Jones doing a good job, but I don't know who the football coach is. But all of a sudden they say, and it won't happen, but all of us, I mean, it's got to be someone that's a little bit relevant.
Yeah, got to have some cachet.
Got
to have some cash. Andre Johnson.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, like they just said, you know what, man, we're gonna make a splash hire. And I'm not saying those guys will do good or bad, but they let everybody else. I'm just saying, like, they may be on to something to give those leagues some more cachet, because guess what? People may not watch because of the kids, right? Mm-hmm. But they may watch because I always tell people this, they get mad when I say this. I mean, you look at the SWAC on the surface, the SWAC lets you know that all black kids can't play basketball. I'm just letting you know. All of them can't play. Just because you're black don't mean you can play basketball. I mean, the SWAC got some good players, but no, they ain't the same.
They're just not great basketball. They can play. They can play now. It's just not great.
It's all right. They're not no pros. They're high level basketball. It's not high level basketball. It's not high level basketball. It's not.
What kind of basketball is it? What kind of basketball is it then? If it's not high level, what do you call it?
You know what they say. I mean, I don't even talk about it in the college realm. Okay. What they say about certain things, but the SWAC is what I will say this: the transfer portal. I'm gonna tell you who made this thing sexy for the SWAC. It's Mike Davis get a whole lot of credit, guys. Mike Davis was the original transfer portal guy before the transfer portal when he came to the SWAC.
Right.
Am I lying, Jimmy? I mean,
you can actually, because he did it on purpose. So yes, you can actually say that because, and he took a gamble on himself because you're talking about Mike at the time, Mike Davis in a city such as Houston, which is fertile with talent. And Mike Davis, like, people were questioning, why isn't Mike Davis in the gymnasiums? Why don't we see TSU? And so Mike immediately pushed back. He says, let me tell y'all something. Y'all need to come on over to the H&P Arena and look at my team. You come on, you're welcome to come. But ain't none of your high school players out here that's available. That was the key thing. That's available. Come and play for me right now. I need players who can help me win. We're thinking about the big dance. And sure enough, he went to the big dance and either won the SWAC 4 of his last 5 years at TSU. And so you had to, and everybody just take a seat back when he did that. And he brought in transfer like a Ray Penn. I mean, was it Ray Penn?
Oklahoma State?
Yeah.
Ray Penn
like a Ray Penn.
Yeah.
And Ray Penn went to Oklahoma State, comes to TSU, and
was regular.
I'm saying, but that team was filled with guys that were transfer.
Chris, he didn't. What he do here? He didn't set the damn world on fire at TSU. I went to see him play. Huh?
They went to the tournament, didn't they?
I said he didn't set the world on fire, Chris. Go look up Ray Penn's.
He was pretty good. I thought he was pretty good at TSU.
Well, you just said it wasn't no high level basketball.
Yeah, man, come on,
said
man.
transfers.
I'm done with this dude.
I said, then I quickly pivoted and said, because they're getting high level transfers to the SWAC. I'm not talking about kids that go to the SWAC straight out of high school. I'm just being honest. Look at your rankings,
Chris. Sometimes
your rankings at RCS Sports for the last 10 years, and tell me of the top guys in your rankings in the top 10, how many of them go to the SWAC schools? And I'll drop the mic on that.
Now say that again. What you need?
Your top 10 kids out of the city of Houston, how many go to SWAC schools?
We've only had one in the past 10 years that did that.
Thank you very much. There you go.
And
doesn't happen.
But that conference is not it's not for basketball. It's hardly beneficial for the average Division I prospect. it's hardly beneficial because in most players, like when Mike Davis was there, and he was on the Chop Shop several times, which he can attest it to himself. This average age of the players on TSU's team, his last year that he went to the dance was 23 years old. That's the average age of his starting lineup was 23 years old at TSU.
So what you're saying is, by that logic, that Cade Cunningham, if he said, I'm going to Jackson State, he couldn't be successful in the SWAC.
No,
that's what you said.
I didn't say that. I said that they don't go there. Jimmy's saying because but Mike Davis did it on transfers, Jimmy. Y'all looking at it differently.
He did it, exactly, on grown men. Grown men.
But don't think that Cade Cunningham couldn't go there and still wreck them dudes.
I said the average Division I prospect, Chris. The word was average Division I, not the above average Division I player. That don't mean the above average prospect. I said the average Division I prospect, which is possibly a 3 to 4 star. The average
Can't do what?
Wouldn't be able to come in on the average. You wouldn't be able to come into a TSU nor a Prairie View in today's society and scratch the surface and make a
So
dent.
you're telling me that nobody in your top 10, right? The dudes that signed to go to Texas, the dudes that signed to go to Texas Tech, the dudes that signed to go to SMU can't go to TSU or Prairie View and start. That's what
They're saying they couldn't go start. I say and move the needle. That means you get there and you're gonna become regular because that means you like a Ray Penn. It's possible, but it's more likely you're gonna get there and become regular. So that means if you're exposed for your deficiencies.
Jimmy, I'm sorry. Don't worry about that, Jimmy. I put that up there. That's for Odyssey. He just showed up. He always talking about women at basketball and women. Them women say I can be both. Somebody sent that to our email box and
She
said,
don't look like that no more.
Show this to Odyssey. Yes.
She don't look like that no more.
You better go. Man, get out of here, man. Get out of here. And you don't look like, where that picture of you? Hold on. Let me find that picture of you. You don't look like this no more either. Let me find that picture of you. But no.
So keep going, Jimmy. I'm listening. Keep going.
Uh-huh.
I mean, and that's all I'm saying regarding the SWAC. I mean, it's a grown men, and here's the thing. And so what's not being relayed to a lot of the student athletes and these families is this is a wait your turn league, the SWAC. If you on the winning on upper tier, yeah, like as one of the viewers just said in the Boomer Room, you go to Mississippi Valley and you might be able to play and move the needle. But I'm talking about on the upper echelon, going to Southern, TSU, Prairie View, the upper tier programs as it stands. You're not coming in there as an average player at the Division I prospect.
I mean, you got to describe.
Shaquille O'Neal's son would need Johnny Jones's favor for him to excel as a freshman.
I never heard of him until he committed. Was he a good player or something?
His brother was ranked way higher than him, and his brother, and you see what his brother's doing at LSU. He's just.
But if his last name wasn't O'Neal, we wouldn't even be talking about it. That's what I'm like.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely, you're absolutely correct.
I wouldn't consider him average then. I wouldn't consider him the average player. What do you mean? I wouldn't consider him that.
Well, he's a Division I. Anyway. He's a freshman that got a scholarship to Division I at that school. So that means he goes into the
got mad at me, just like that other daddy that got mad at me, and his son didn't. Let me leave that alone. Let me leave. So what you really saying is Robert Hatter couldn't have played at TSU. That's what you're saying.
Not if Bill Fitch was the coach.
I probably couldn't.
Not if Bill Fitch was the coach.
I probably couldn't, man. I couldn't play there. Get what? And I was smart enough to say, "Hey, Chris, I didn't linger around. I went and got my lesson and got me some degrees up out of it. How about that?
Hey, you know what's funny as hell? On Women Rock Wednesday, we get ready to leave you guys as we get ready to land the plane with a hell of a tidbit, a fun fact. And Chris teased, of course, Hatter. He mentioned it years ago on the Chop Shop that Robert Hatter actually went and tried out for the Houston Rockets.
No, I
and
did
Bill
not,
Fitch
man.
was the coach. So Hatter tried out for the Rockets. What you didn't know is that Chris Walker went and tried out for the Houston Astros.
True statement. Why you hating, Hatter? Stop hating.
Tell us that story, Chris.
Why they let that little midget on? He looked like Altuve. They wouldn't let Altuve play back then.
No, you look like Altuve. You look like Altuve.
Hold up.
He looks like all of Altuve.
Chris, what about that time this girl was trying? I said, I'm going to see my friend. Tell me, who is he? Who is he? Tell me, I said, there he is right there. She tell me, who is he? I said, he Googleable. I said, you can Google it. But Chris, Kevin Freitman just sent me your old picture, but I can't put it on the screen right now.
Kevin Freitman is a hater. Tell Freitman.
Oh my God, biggest, yeah.
He might be the real hater on the Chop Shop.
Hey man, we had something else. Oh, I got one. Hey, I'm glad I got you here, y'all. I got a few summer basketball. Can we talk a little summer basketball, Jimmy? Right quick.
Come on, we in overtime. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's make it quick. I saw some summer basketball tweets. And we're gonna have to finish this tomorrow. Somebody tweeted, this AAU SHIT is goofy as hell.
Really?
This AAU, this summer basketball SHIT is goofy as hell, he said. And then I want y'all to find out, please tell me, because I didn't fall in love with your little dude. Because y'all, we talk about everybody else on the team. What team, not Chris, you wouldn't probably know this. What team, Jimmy, do Orlando Horton play on? I'm talking about, no, I'm talking about high school. Because I've been seeing a lot of videos of this little dude.
He's transferring, Mr. transferring from a public school to a private school right now.
What public school did he go to?
From Clear Falls to Houston Christian.
Okay.
So he'll be at Houston Christian.
Because
Houston Christian is about to become Point Guard High School. They got a nice string of point guards that's been coming.
This little dude, I liked it. I saw a couple of things. Hold up. I got it. Then somebody said this. Hold on, y'all. Y'all can comment. They send it to the email to some box. Said a friend of mine tweeted this morning, I heard some high school coaches get their college coaching friends or associates to extend fake offers to keep kids from leaving their school. Is that really a thing? I hope not.
Chris,
I'm staying out of that.
You're the perfect person to speak on that since that should have been a chapter in the elephant in our room.
No, it should.
That should be a chapter. Why should it not? First of all, is it true?
It's definitely true.
If it's true, and ask the question again, how so people might have missed that. What's that question again? That statement, that question they're asking that you read
okay.
off.
Let me go back to it. Hold on. He said, hold on, that's the other one. He said, okay. He said, a friend of mine's tweeted this morning, I heard high school coaches get their college coaching friends or associates to extend fake offers to keep kids from leaving their schools. Is this really a thing? I hope not.
No, I mean, think about it. If somebody's your buddy and you want to keep your high school kid, of course guys are out there doing it, man. Come on.
Okay.
I mean, we know that's happening. And my thing is, again, the game is to be sold and not to be told. You know, you got to do your research. Period.
Okay,
so
you know what Jimmy
will say? You know what Jimmy will say? If you want to get them lined up, you know what Jimmy will say? Take the offer. Right, Jimmy? Take the offer.
I say it all the time. I practically beg for people to do such a thing, and it's almost like the general public is afraid to do so because most of the answers I get, well, man, we don't want to become that family and make it seem like, well, we're not serious and we playing around. And I'm like, well, guess what they will do if they offer you and they find somebody else they like? They're going to pull your offer. That's the thing about it. You don't get an official document saying we pledged to offer you. An offer is normally a verbal commitment that only can be verified by one of the two sources, the person who heard it and the person who said it. and then that's hearsay still. So what happens is if that college coach, Chris, is going in another direction, how the hell do that parent know? Even if the offer was semi-good, how would they be able to find out?
What do you mean, how would they be able to find out? You call the coach, you say, coach, you find here's the deal. If the kid, somebody's talking to the kid or talking to the parent. So you're saying that college coach has an extended offer. The only way you can find out is to say, coach, thank you very much, we're coming. And then you're gonna hear like a tickle in their throat, or they're gonna like something going. You're gonna hear a whole bunch of nonsense. I'm going through a bad area right now. Let me call you back. And then you're gonna call that high school coach like, yo, man, you got me in the middle of something over here, man. I thought it was just going, I was just trying to help you out. Now we ain't doing that now. You better handle, you gotta handle your business. And they'll never talk to that college coach again.
Okay, I got another quick one.
Hold on, I got another question about this topic, because this is really this is one of those things. Chris is twofold, because I'm asking, tossing to you, and I'm really trying to get some understanding for a lot of the people that are watching.
Okay.
Why do you feel that the need to do so, to get to, for a person of influence to seek out a fabricated fake offer for a kid? Why do you feel that there's such a need for it? And number two, at what year did you see it start to become an epidemic?
Social media, whenever social media became big. That's when it became an epidemic. And why do you feel the need? What do you mean, why do you feel the need? Think about guys do it on summer teams too. They use the same logic. They have coaches call them, say, man, you need to play with that team over there, Team Ignite. If you play with them, that's the best chance you got to get to the looks that you want. Don't play with that group over there. Guys do it in summer too. They do it all the time.
It's a part of the culture. So you saying it's a part of the culture? Is this a part of the culture that need to change? Is this the part of the culture that need to change, or it's okay?
I don't know. All I know is I remember one of my kinfolk had a son, and he had a little team, and somebody was trying to pull him off the team and said, well, such and such got him in this camp over there. If you can't do all that stuff for him, then he can't play for you. Right. He can't play for you because he got offered, and you say your son is better, but that kid got an offer. I say, well, I said, do you really think that's real? Because I don't understand this phenomenon with piling up offers. I'm blessed. You know what drives me crazy on social media? I'm blessed to get an offer from Robert Hatter University. It drives me crazy. I'm like, what does that mean?
What should they say? What should they say? Because
why does it matter? Why does it matter?
So don't even. So you're saying don't even do it, but that's part of their culture.
Is the offer less valid if it's not on social media?
No.
So
but they want everybody to know.
But what I'm saying is why?
Everybody in this social media days, Chris, everybody want you to know. So everybody's not private like us.
So you know what they're putting on social media? A lot of nonsense.
Of course.
Because then when it doesn't happen, right? Guess what they do? Man, it's Jimmy Hicks' fault. Man, that school lied to me. My coach lied to me. It's never gonna be. Maybe it was never real.
But kids like to stunt, like Walter Yates said, kids like to stunt.
I get it, and what I'm saying is that's what's going on. So what it does is it poisons the well, because all the other parents and kids are like, well, I got to get fake offers too. Well, I got to chase and get offers. And now everybody loses their mind. And guess what the college coaches are doing? Laughing in the office, man.
Coach, Jimmy, help me. I saw where my little young fella, Johnny Carswell, said he got an offer from somewhere.
Are you serious?
Yes, look him up on YouTube. I mean, on Friend State. I think the school called Friends. Friends. I don't know. I saw it. I
thought you meant a Division I offer. I'm like, okay, it's
that's like a Division IX offer. But what I'm saying is that if you want the epidemic to stop, when these guys are offering, accept. But the only other reason is some of them don't like the offers that they're getting, that they would never accept them anyway. So what you posting it for?
And my thing is, what I tell the coaches is, why are y'all offering them then, Chris? Here's my thing.
Some dudes just offer to keep up with the Joneses. Some people never see these guys play and offer them a scholarship. Never seen him play.
But
Offer him a scholarship.
Okay, the grassroots coach, because we done piled on against the high school coach. That's what this statement was about. But the grassroots coach does it at a far greater clip than the high school coach for seek out the fabricated offers. Well, if the grassroots coach is seeking it to you, Chris, aren't they asking, how does that help you? They're asking you to basically help them in their relationship in order to preserve their relationship or enhance it with the recruit, with the kid. How does that help you?
Because it's like this. Hey, man, I know you haven't seen this kid play yet, but somebody in your league just offered him a scholarship, and if you guys don't offer him, they're not going to put you on the list. They try to gangster you like that, you know, so you got to make sure you offer them right now. And on the other side, they're saying, hey, look, you play for me. Look at all the people that I can get, all the offers I can get done for you. Look at all the places, the opportunities I can give you if you play for me. This is happening because you play for me. And guess why it's actually happening? Because you can play. So if you do me a favor, take that kid off that team and go put him on another one, and then see if them same college coaches won't call him. The same college coaches don't call him. They don't have no loyalty to that.
Jimmy, do you see that?
University. What kind of falcon is that? A real falcon? Man, that falcon, man, that ain't a real falcon.
Chicken hawk. That's a chicken hawk.
Jimmy, Jimmy, I can't print this. I can't make this up. I can't make this up.
University pigeon, man, that ain't no falcon.
I can't make this up. This what's going on.
They proud, man. Listen, man, again, I'm not shooting anybody down for that, but trust me, and somebody said on the feed,
why would you not commit? That's the
Jamie, hold on, Jamie.
They trying to get other people.
Hold on, Chris. It's Women Rock Wednesday, right? 2 women has said something. Let's remember now. It's Women Rock Wednesday. Crystal said, I have also been told by several people that some colleges won't offer until they see the other school wants the kid too. Not sure if that's correct, but is what I have. She's what I have heard. That's what she said. And then,
but you know what people don't. Oh, go on. I'm sorry. Go on. I'm gonna say something after that. I was gonna say, but again, it's not about offering if the other team haven't offered. Have they seen your child play? These dudes aren't loyal to that, man. If you can play, they're gonna offer you. They don't care what the other schools are doing. So clearly, they're not sold on you. If they come see you play and they think you're good enough, they're gonna offer you a scholarship. They don't care what the summer coach say or anybody else say. So maybe you're not good enough. And if you need ploys and like little gimmicks to get an offer, you're in a tough spot. You're in a tough spot. And trust me, as they say in that movie, you're going to learn today. Because them college coaches, they'll learn you. I'm just telling you that. You're going to learn today. They're going to show you how they feel about you.
Hey, you know what? I want to address Miss Crystal's comment, right?
Okay.
How you can put it back on the screen. So this is the way people didn't see it.
I got it.
And this is right now, to me, this is always worthwhile for extra minutes of overtime.
Oh yeah,
because I know this is something that can help you guys out there. And this is some serious stuff. Mm-hmm. She says, I've been told by several people, Chris, remember, let's read this, that some college won't offer until they see the other school offer. So here's the thing. The key thing, she's been told by several people. Not sure.
Who are those people? Who are those people?
No, that's what I'm saying. Only she knows. My thing is, here's my advice. Keep a running set of notes for everybody in this business who offers you their intel or their advice, their consultations. Keep notes of who's telling you what. And that's why at the end of the day, you got to go back and hold that person accountable if you find it's some bad dope that they're feeding you. I'm not saying, as Chris Walker just answered that question a while ago, that about the reason why some schools may very well don't offer to hear none of, but he gave you the instance. Have they seen your baby play? Now, this stuff is, here's the thing.
Man, let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell every parent something. You can't sneak your way into a scholarship. Do you understand that? You got to play your way. You can't negotiate. No one can negotiate your way into getting a cost-free education. right? If they say you got to have good grades to get in school, they're not going to give you a scholarship for bad grades. So, yeah, there are some situations where somebody may take a player because it's the late period and they just need a tall guy. They just need some size so a guy sneak his way in. And the minute they think you can't play, they put you right up out of there, right? That's why size always helps in basketball. Size will help you get through some doors that little guys can't normally get through because basketball's a tall man's game. But you don't sneak your way into a scholarship. You got to play your way into it. We got to stop that nonsense, man, thinking that you can negotiate and pull a wool over people's eyes. Before them dudes sit in the room and all 4 or 5 coaches say, we're going to give this dude a scholarship, they have talked about it. They've turned over every leaf. You just don't get there and be like, they look at that stuff. I'm blessed to get an offer. They be sitting in the office like, man, look at these fools. Man, we don't want this dude. I just did that for my dude, man. If that dude called, he's like, yo, if that kid call here, make sure no one ever answers the phone if he calls. I'm just telling y'all, man, that's what's going on. Now, if you're a high-level dude, listen, man, you know when you're a dude. You know when you're a dude and you know when you ain't a dude.
So why
don't want to face the fact that your son ain't a dude?
Why all the? So how can these people keep fooling these people? Some people don't want to know that that kid ain't no dude. Huh?
Hatter, you get a new batch every year, and guess what? And guess what else? The real talk. You hear what you want to hear. Don't nobody want to hear the truth. They love that nonsense. So the truth is too hard to take.
I got you, Jimmy.
The truth is too hard to take.
Hold on one second.
Just telling you.
Okay. Wow, Chris. But Chris, I love that, man.
Man, tell these people the truth, man. You can save people a whole lot of trouble. You can save a whole lot of marriages. You can save a whole lot of money if you're just honest with them. You know,
right?
If you're just honest with them. I get a kid say,
understand
they just
the
give me a
business
chance.
in, Chris.
But I'm saying, I had the kids be like, if they just give me a chance, I'll show them I'm better, bruh. You just played 20 games in the summer. What you talking about? I'm sitting there. It's the same way how to talk about a playing game in the playoffs. They just played 72 games. What they need to play in for? Son, you just played 20 AAU games. So you need 24? So you just want to do you a solid after you just
I got a question
for 20 games?
Since you mentioned me, I'm just gonna help you. Go, don't be having. Guess what? In that particular case, if you're going to use that a parallel, the reason they playing extra games because the people who owns the TV networks want them to play extra games because I done paid y'all's ass for all of these games. So guess what? I need my games. So parallel that to college basketball, if you can.
I told you that yesterday to the play-in tournaments, and the NCAA after the season over. March Madness.
No, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
It's TV, but they do it for money. It makes no sense though. It's not fair to the team.
Yeah, because you don't own a network. If it was you own a network, you said get those ninjas out there and let them play.
Well, they're only doing it because they're playing less games. Number one.
No,
they used to play 82. They're playing less games.
I know.
And
I said that.
Hatter.
Okay.
And Hatter.
Yes.
Because I told y'all earlier, and your girl Pam, she refuted my deal because the NBA viewership has dropped. They are trying to drum up support to get more viewership. This is one of the ways.
Chris,
boy.
Chris, you don't know what you're talking about. But keep going.
All right, I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah.
Now, what I want to ask you, Chris, what I want to ask you is, so what would happen? What do you think would happen being a career college coach at the Division I level if another epidemic started, to whereas a lot of these young men who are very unbeknown that offer is fake. See, that's the part that's tricky. The influencer knows they've sit there and coerced or conspired this fake offer, but the kid often don't know, and the parents sometimes don't even know. What happens if that kid, if a slew of kids start accepting these offers? What happens then?
It's not going to matter because the coaches are going to moonwalk their way out of it. Doesn't matter if they accept them. They ain't going to school there. It's just Jimmy. It's just you.
Yeah, but you buy the rumor, sell the fact. You say you're not going to school there. We're not talking about going to school there. How about they start accepting them offers?
Can I ask a question?
And guess what's going to happen? They're going to get them off. They're going to get them phone calls turned down.
Can I ask a
So if
question?
they're really not trying to get him, they're not going to accept him. When you call, they're not going to accept it.
Does it really
So why would
matter?
you not accept it?
Does it really matter if they real or fake?
Yes. Absolutely.
In what way?
Absolutely.
It does matter. Because you know what? Because it's lying. It's fraudulent. So that when they say I'm blessed to have an offer, I'm like, man, why you got to put your I don't get it. Like, it's not gonna. People just think like, oh, that's gonna make my situation better, and then go out there and play like a scrub. Let me tell you something. You get an offer. Such and such give you an offer.
Right.
Them offers sometimes are week to week, guys. You got an offer this week. Go out there and play bad next week. Right, Jimmy? Go out there and play bad next week and watch what happens. See if that offer's still out there. Had it. Am I lying or right?
Man, you tell the truth. I remember talking to you one day.
It's the offer.
At your
the offer
office.
to sell paper. A new one gonna come out next Wednesday.
Hey, Jimmy, somebody told me to ask you, question for Jimmy. Why did PJ Neal offer at Prairie View turn into a preferred walk-on? Somebody text that to me.
That's because
here's the deal. Let me tell you about
that offer was not. That means the offer.
What's the
that means? Hold on. I'm gonna toss it to Chris though. But that means the offer. Either two things. First, I'm gonna give you the generic answer first. In a situation like that, that would either means one or two things. Either one, that means either you got somebody else that you really wanted, didn't ran out of scholarships, and you found a way this kid might have had the grades to get him in academically without costing and no blood, no foul, with under the belief that next year we'll re-up and we'll bring you back on scholarship. That's one. Or number two is that offer was not a real offer in the first place, and the kid may really not have known. That's what I'm saying. But somebody knew that it was a deal and we're gonna work it out. Because Prairie View, one of those schools, they'll bust up, they'll split a scholarship up like a baseball team would. Certain schools
They're not
will
allowed to do
split.
that. They're not allowed to do that. They're not allowed to do
They're
that.
not allowed to do it in basketball?
No, you can't do it in basketball. It's a full scholarship.
You know who was doing?
It's
You know
only
who was doing
baseball.
that and got in trouble?
What I'm saying is, you're absolutely right, and what Jimmy just said is absolutely right. But again, you got walk-ons out there that say they got offers and don't say they preferred walk-on spots. You can get an offer to be a preferred walk-on, but you just don't say the whole story. I got an offer from Prairie View. Well, did you get an offer for a Scott? No, I got a. And then when you start talking to them, going to that hood for real, yeah, I'm gonna be a preferred walk-on. Then why are you putting that on? Why you saying it that way? Just say I got an opportunity to be a preferred walk-on at Prairie View. Why do you got to say I got an offer from Prairie View? So I mean,
it
like,
looks good on social media, Chris. You just said it.
But it's still fabricating. It's still being. It's a sign of fakeness because you know what you're saying, and just like he's not the only one.
You're being misleading.
Huh?
He said you're being misleading.
You're being misleading.
So back to what I said in the beginning when the young fella, Big Dre, said, this AAU SHIT is goofy as hell. And then I asked somebody what he meant, but we'll take another hour. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow. Chris,
what he meant?
He said,
because the word goofy, different pages.
They was talking about some stuff that happened this weekend. Some people are part of that went all in on a program, and now them people saying they went to another team. Then this guy done went to another team. This AAU stuff, I mean, you go all in, you say you all in this program, and then the next thing you know, you take your kid and somebody else get, and it's just
that's part of the game.
But
bro.
That's what he said. It's goofy.
It's part of it.
It's always been that way.
It ain't goofy to me. It's always been that way.
It's always been that way. Remember, I told you, Heller, I said if you get them for one, if you get their ass for one good weekend, one good season, then the summer, then you job well done.
I felt so. That was the best advice. One of the best advice I ever received by summer basketball. He said, "Man, these ain't your kids."
Exactly.
If you can,
and if you don't like it, go paint houses. If you don't like it, go do something else. Because that's what this business is. You got to have the heart. You got to have the stomach for sitting there with a kid that you paying somebody house note, that you giving some bread, taking them and picking them up everywhere, and in one weekend they can be gone. You got to have a stomach for that, because that can happen.
Hey,
That can happen.
it pissed me off. I'm gonna just tell you.
Stop putting them numbers on the back of them jerseys too.
Them name. You mean the name?
Yeah, them names.
The name. Hey man,
That's a great
Hey man,
story,
appreciate it, man. I mean, and once again, guys, I'm glad. Hopefully, that somebody out there was informed and educated just a little bit or a lot bit about this stuff and these fake offers. That's a topic and it's a taboo. My thing is, closing words is that if you're a parent out there, and I strongly encourage you, if you find out at some point that an offer has been extended and it is not, or you suspect that it's not real, then I promise you, it may be very advisable to sit down with your son or daughter, have a talk with them, and explain them that there is no such thing as Santa Claus. That Easter Bunny don't lay eggs, and just have a talk with them one-on-one. Because you know what happens? You don't know, that kid may grow up and have a scar of it, because the embarrassment is forthcoming. You can't hide it. You only can conceal this for so long. And then everybody would know, because it become transparent. Because people would say, well, damn, if he had an offer here, then why the hell he going to Lone Star College? It would be transparent when you walk across the stage. See, one thing about it, at graduations, they verify. They ain't saying your name walking across the stage. Just because, with offers, they got all day. Remember, they're going to say if you signed. He signed with University of so-and-so. They ain't telling your offers at the grad when you walk across the stage.
It's social media, man. It's just the era we living in, man. You know what? It used to be, I'm taking my, it goes from, here's the deal. It goes from blessed to get an offer to I'm taking my talents to.
Yeah, that was Shaquille's son said. He taking his talents to TSU.
You like number 240 something in the country, and you talking about I'm taking my talents to TSU. These dudes are something else, man. These dudes are something else.
And guess what? I don't know if that's a scholarship or not.
Exactly. Oh, I don't even care. I'm just saying, dude, please. Because if you had a choice, you'd be taking your talents to Duke. If you had a choice. That ain't the choice. So stop the nonsense.
No, what about Kentucky?
Guess what?
You told me Kentucky.
Guess what? Because your daddy is Shaq, he can't help you with that. Them coaches don't care about that. Look at Michael Jordan's son. They don't care. North Carolina could have gave him a scholarship, right or wrong. They could have. Did they? No. Because it's about talent.
Oh. But they gave hold up. They gave Kenny Smith's son one.
To do what? What's his name?
Kenny Smith, a son. What I forgot his name.
Play?
No, at first he was a walk-on.
He played for AIM. He played for AIM High. His team.
Yeah, he was a walk-on at first. Then they gave him.
They do that sometimes.
Yeah,
they do that sometimes. I'm talking about they didn't give Michael Jordan's son a scholarship.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't get him. They didn't get them a sniff.
Exactly. And that dude name is in the rafters, just like Shaq got a statue at LSU. Hey. LSU didn't just say, hey, man.
Clyde Drexler's son didn't get a scholarship at U of H.
Hey man, KJ, that's Kenny's son. Hey, did y'all see what Walter Yates said, man? Chris, I'm putting this on. He said I blame LeBron for that foolishness too.
No, come on, man. LeBron ain't got nothing to do with that, man.
I didn't say it. Walter Yates said it. I didn't say it.
Let me tell you something. LeBron is the one with the talent.
Yeah.
So the dude with the talent can say whatever he wants.
I got a question.
It's the non-talented people out there doing all the talking is the problem.
I got something to think about, Jimmy. Because Jimmy relaxed him a little bit. Jimmy, where in the hell is Eric Gordon?
He out to sit out. He with the Rockets.
Sit out to do what?
He just told him stay your ass at home.
Okay. Stay
at home. Don't even worry.
I just wanted to know
because we trying to tank, and we know if you play, you mess around and hit 2 or 3 threes. You trying to get your money up.
Shit, they can tank Jimmy. They can tank worse with his sorry ass.
No, that's what I'm saying though. But then you won't be able to trade him, Hatter. You won't be able to trade him because his value gonna go down.
Okay.
So you're gonna just sit home. We got you. Hold on. I just got a message.
Uh-oh. Somebody just trying to call me. What?
About Friends University.
What about it?
They're actually going from D2 to D1 in 2022.
I can't
2022.
Dude,
what?
Quit,
3022?
In 2022, but I don't understand. This can't be. Well,
Homeboy University.
First of all, they're according to their website, they're NAIA. First of all, that could be a mistype, but if they're going to Division I, and if they're coming off, and here's the thing, I'm gonna tell you like this: I don't give a damn who it is. If you're listening right now, and if Friends University coming off of your baby, I promise you, please accept the offer and then bring it to us on the Chop Shop so we can and then we can let all constituents know that we're gonna talk about it. That way now the embarrassment can go into the school. See, that way what we would do, we'll shield you guys, we won't embarrass you. We'll let you come and have your day. But then we're gonna talk so good about that school, because here's what happened, Chris. What would happen as a college coach? What would happen if a city like Houston feel like that a particular coach from outside the state done misled one of your?
I don't know, man. With these summer coaches, you don't ever know what can happen, boy.
Yeah, because they won't stick together. These people won't stick together.
You always got a top out there.
Yeah.
That feel like they being left behind, and any college coach call them, they answer their phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
No matter what's going on. Hey man, I gotta go, man.
Me too.
Yeah, it's that time, man. And it was good. That was a good overtime session, man. But anyway, guys, thanks so much, man, for tuning in. Share the show on your way out the door. You know how it goes on When Rock Wins. I said it again. Share the show on your way out the door. Let somebody else get a chance to watch the Chop Shop. It's a great convo. I mean, Women Rock Wednesday. Great topic early in the show. You want to watch it again, you can do so on either platform, YouTube and or Facebook. Make sure you follow us on both platforms. Spread the word about the Chop Shop. We'll be right back on tomorrow in 22 hours.
The king is back. The king is back. The king is back.
Number 13 is back.
The king is back.
Number 13 is back.
Who scores the most points? Who scores the most points between number 13 and number 23 tonight?
13 ain't trying to score tonight. He just out there trying to get his team together tonight.
LeBron going to Club Shay Shay tonight. We're gonna get a trip dub. I'm just saying that might happen.
Hey, Jimmy.
You know he's gonna play enough tonight.
Hey, we got to go to the Oakland Raiders game when they open up that new stadium. Do you see what they got in the end zone?
I saw the outside of that thing a couple times.
No, the end zone.
Like a
spaceship. End zone
got
at the end zone or one of the end zone dudes, you can get bottle service and table service like you're in the spot. You know, like we have our circle. Yes, you can get you a booth right there in the end zone, baby. It's on. You know I done already called out there. Whatever game y'all want to go to, we out there, y'all.
No, we want to go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys opening night. That's what we want to go, Chris Walker. That's what we want to go.
I don't want to see. I want to see Tampa. I just don't want to see that other team. I don't want to see that other team.
Dak is back, baby.
Oh, Dak is back. So instead of a 40-point win, it'll be about a 20-point win. Okay.
No, Howard, you got to get the thing out your ear. He said Dak is black. He didn't say he's black.
No, I said Dak. I gotta go, man. Y'all messing.
We out of here, y'all. We go.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk,